747-3733.
If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Wussies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then it's half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star, like another city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Sorry we're starting late today, everybody, but old Frog Boy decided to take his time getting to work, dude.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
I even took a screenshot because I was like, I'm gonna outsmart the GPS, and I did.
You outsmarted the GPS.
I did.
Why did you get here 5 minutes late?
Well, I don't know.
Did you claim that you said you were gonna get here at 9:08?
10:08.
Oh, 10:08.
Yes.
What time did you leave work? Leave for work today?
Quarter to 10.
That'll be a 9:06.
9:06 to get from
today.
Dania to here.
Yeah,
Woo!
I know.
You're being generous with yourself.
Yeah, so I was like, I usually take the 441. 441's nice to me. A couple lights here and there, but you get here at a 52. Tobin's wondering where you're at. Hollywood's already like, can I leave?
I'm not gonna lie. Hollywood is he gets a little squirrely if you're not here by like 38. He's like, is Marcos coming today? I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's
Wants to
not
get
supposed
out
to
of
be
here.
here for 22 minutes.
Hey, then how do you
That
think
man
how do you think everybody feel with Vlad?
That man wants to be out here during that Dave Hyde replay,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, where the hell is Marcos?
And he actually switched it up on me. He used to have it on the hotkeys here, so that I would have to come in and make sure that it went to break because he can't trust me anymore. He now makes it so that it's automated, and he doesn't even have to wait for me now.
Now he's just rats off a ship.
I haven't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah. Well, you've been cutting it closer. You have
Yeah.
been. You used to. I feel like you used to give yourself a grace of like 20 minutes or so.
I used to stop by Power.
know what the
96.
hell?
Yeah, you used to like
Hey.
hobnob a little bit.
Yeah.
You've been cutting in on some Vlad territory lately because Vlad,
It's true.
I never get nervous as long as he rolls in here. I know he's going to be here at 9:59. But you,
Yeah,
I don't know. You've been cutting it close lately, old Frog Boy.
I have. It's all those damn child birthday parties. But I'm done now. I've done all child
Till next
birthday
year.
parties. I've done 3 in the past week and a half.
Let us get.
Somebody had the audacity to ask me, what brings you in today?
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about doing a home show today, and you were like,
No, you
and
told me.
And
Wait,
you were like, you going in tomorrow? You were like, I'm thinking about going in tomorrow. I'm like, okay. And
no,
so
you told me you were going in on Tuesday. You weren't going in on Tuesday.
I told you I wasn't going in on Tuesday, but
Right.
I did end up going in on
right.
Tuesday.
So
Well, the reason being there was big Jimmy Butler news. I was like, maybe I want to have the phones. I didn't know, so I just figured it'd be a better day to go in.
If you give me a heads up, like, what's up? Hey man, I'm
Give you
going-
a heads up.
Yeah, I would have came in.
I don't know what those roofers are
Ooh.
going to do. Is your roof done
No,
yet?
done. It's
That's-
done.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
It's done.
Who never
It's
knows
done.
with these
Well,
squirrely.
I got.
really
Hey, they had
don't know.
to dig up my backyard and replant some pipes for the sprinkler. Grass is not crunchy anymore. Oh yeah, green grass.
Whew.
Yeah,
So no
it's
more repairs on the horizon for the Hordes. We
You never know.
No.
There's always feels like there's something.
Something always.
No. I think we good for a little bit.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't afford all that crap.
Like,
Holy smokes!
so you're saying there's a barbecue coming up then?
Oh, you could do but it's gonna be at Fig's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because you got to you're
He
re-upping
said-
on the dominoes.
yeah. He said he made sure he said there's no competition.
Ooh.
Let's get to our headlines here. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto.
Oh no, we know trucks.
We don't have a truck.
Leroy.
No.
Palmetto Ford, we have trucks. Leroy
We-
Horde.
yes, I
there
do.
it is.
Oh,
Wow,
the
snatched it
comeback.
back in.
Well, because when I travel, I can't just put it here so it can fall all over the place in the overhead, compartment. So I put it farther into my bag.
In the NBA last night, neither game good.
Yeah.
Boston annihilated the Cavaliers 120-95. This Jason Tatum kind of riding coattails, huh? Hasn't had a good game in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, that's because Derek White and Jalen Brown.
This guy, I mean, the most famous moment is he had is what, getting bumped by Caleb Martin and faking like he fell on Bam Adebayo's shoe. Has he shown up in the playoffs? By the way, this is my hater's guide to the NBA playoffs the rest of the way. I just hate watch.
I mean,
This Jason Tatum, has he done anything?
You don't have to do nothing.
Coattail right. Well, I thought he was supposed to be when does Ant-Man not show up?
Oh.
You know, they've been trying to make Jason Tatum Ant-Man.
No.
See, let me just tell you something, guys. You can't force cool, okay? You can't force cool. Ant-Man's been here for 3 seconds. He's cool. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, up until that commercial, he was cool.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
on,
It looks like
I hate that commercial.
Hey, if they were a group, they'd be the win side.
Only reason I'm rooting for the Mavericks, and I would
Right.
never root for the Mavericks.
Hey, if they were a musical group, they'd be the win side.
Oh my
Because
god!
both of them skinny as hell. And I mean, and
They can score though. Jesus.
Chet, you can't be cool under no circumstances.
Yeah, what did our future guard
So
do last night?
who won last night? Was
The-
it OKC? And
OKC smoked him.
Smoke Dallas.
Smoked him.
Yep.
Smoked him.
I mean, it's really here's what's amazing about the playoffs. You got two really young teams that are playing well.
yeah.
And like OKC, like you can say that they ain't ready and they're young or whatever, but you wouldn't know that watching them play.
Definitely not. They don't seem scared at all. And they win easily yesterday, 117-95. I watched that game, wasn't very competitive. SGA 29 points. He flirted with the triple-double. 29, 9, and 9.
That's flirting with a
yeah.
triple double. That's flirting with a triple double.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't tell me 29, 7, and 6 and say he flirted with
The triple
No,
double.
that's
dude.
not even
Yeah.
close.
And then Luka,
19 points or something.
19
like that.
points, 6
Yeah.
of 19 shooting.
Nothing crazy.
What did Kyrie do?
Same thing. I think he was
20 points.
7 for 14.
He was 7 for 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 50%. Dude.
Yeah.
That-
But
No,
they
it
weren't.
was-
It wasn't a close game.
it's weird that they didn't get all. Who was shooting up the bricks?
I mean, Luka.
6
Yeah,
for
okay.
19.
Luka
right,
was
that's
1
not-
for 8 from 3.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that'll do it.
Yeah. So they that was not competitive last night. In the NHL,
What's more shocking? Luka struggling or
Luka's
Jokic?
been slumping.
Or Jokic.
Jokic. I never thought he'd be bad at basketball.
Right. Yeah.
Is he bad though? Are his numbers like bad necessarily?
Bad for him.
For him, yeah.
Yeah.
But also there.
Last night in the NHL, the Rangers.
Oh, they won that game?
They won. Double overtime.
Wow.
The Rangers beat the Hurricanes 4-3 double OT.
They're up 2-0.
Rangers were up 2-0 for the Ice Bros. And then last night, the in overtime, the Avalanche beat the Stars 4-3. So a couple of OTers last
So
night.
is that 1-1?
That series is 1-0. That was game
1-0.
one.
That was game
'Cause
1.
remember, they went 7. The Stars,
Okay.
the Vegas.
Oh, that's okay. That's why I think it was 1-1
now game 2 tonight.
tonight.
Florida Panthers. They take on the Boston Bruins.
Let's go.
7:30 puck drop from
Come on.
Amerant Bank Arena
Do,
right here.
do we
on
get
QAM.
extra bonus at Hugh
Yes.
Magoo's if they win a playoff game?
I
Probably
gotta
not.
ask my Huey Magoo source. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
You do?
That Hugh Magoo's don't play. The only problem I have is, listen, to all you chicken factories out there,
Mm.
right? I love chicken tenders.
Listen up.
If you have a chicken sandwich, do not use your chicken tenders to make a chicken sandwich.
Hey, that's a good point.
I will fight you.
That's a good point.
Get
yeah.
some chicken patties up in there.
That's right.
So that's the only problem I have with Hugh Magoo's.
What do you feel about the chicken tender sub? I mean,
No, they chop it up in a
They chop
big
it
sub.
up.
So it's different.
So you wouldn't
It's
even be
different.
able to do that with like
Yeah.
a chicken. If you had a chicken breast, you would still cut it up.
Yep.
So that's
Like,
different.
Okay.
That's different. The pub sub is different.
Yep.
Right? But come on. That ain't a chicken
Are you
sandwich.
telling me that's what Huey Magoo's does?
They put chicken, they
Right,
put chicken
well.
tenders on it.
Well, I'll take the
He feels
phrasing.
duped.
I feel
You
duped
do feel duped. I'm sorry.
because it's like, think about this. You paying $6 or $7 for a chicken sandwich, when in actuality you paying $6 or $7 for two chicken tenders. I feel had.
It's not right.
Hoodwinked.
Hoodwinked.
Run them up.
Whoa!
We fall on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth
Wow.
Rock fell on us.
Bamboozled.
Speaking of bamboozled, the Marlins lost last night.
No
Oh,
shocker.
God,
Did
jeez.
Ohtani hit a home run though?
He did not.
Okay.
He did not. The Marlins they decided to go free pass willy-nilly yesterday, and Skip Schumaker called all his pitchers cowards.
Whoa, did he?
Pretty much. Kind of. He kind of said
Oh,
that.
No,
you're
see,
paraphrasing.
you're
Kind of said
okay.
that.
No,
See,
you're
when he
paraphrasing.
paraphrases, it's a. Do you have the clip?
Can you get it, Marcos?
Yeah, I'll get it.
We'll take a
'Cause-
break. We'll get
Yeah,
you.
we'll take a break because I promise you, this is not what.
No, he
this,
basically called his pitchers cowards. That's what he said.
Why he said they ain't going after nobody?
He said they're afraid to throw in the strike zone.
Ooh.
So they just walk everybody.
Yeah, he said basically calling them a bunch of nibblers. You know,
What did he call it? The cowards? Are they nibblers?
both.
Wow.
Like,
Bunch of
why
free
do
cats.
I feel like our pitcher staff is minnows?
Take a break. Back with more after this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM.
Talking escrow with my boy Leroy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know the escrow.
Escrow.
Yeah.
Escrow.
What about it, though?
I don't know.
Hey, it's Live Nation Contest Week, and we're giving you an exclusive opportunity to win tickets to not one, but 5 shows. 5 times.
Five times.
You get to choose which shows you want to go to. Enter now at WQM.com/contest. Those tickets courtesy of Live Nation. You guys can go see the list of concerts that you could pick from there as well. There's some good ones. Panthers back in action tonight, game 2 against the Bruins at 7:30. And we'll get that. But I promised you this clip of Skip Schumaker calling his pitchers cowards. Which
it's at the first.
let me set it up there, Frog Boy.
I'm sorry. That was it.
Now you're
early.
If only you were in that
Wait.
much of a rush to get to work today.
Now you're early.
Okay.
Now you're early.
So so basically here's the way it goes is that yesterday you had Edward Cabrera and George Soriano yesterday. They went out there and they basically were going, you want to walk? You want to walk? Free passes, willy-nilly. And he's saying that you can't do that. Now, look, we know the Dodgers are a good team. They got Ohtani, you got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, loaded. But you got to throw in the strike zone. You can't be a fraidy cat. That's basically what Skip Schumaker was saying yesterday.
I have a feeling that's not what.
He basically
Marcos.
He was basically
Marcos.
calling them
We'll
wussies.
find out. We'll find out.
We've heard what Tobin said. The man said.
Yeah.
Now let's hear the man
So he
and see
said
what he
wussies?
actually said.
He called his pitchers a bunch of wussies.
Oh,
Okay, let's go.
I thought the first inning again was all over the place, and then inning 2 and 3 was back to what we think Soriano is. So convincing himself that he's that type of pitcher and not being shy of the strike zone is, again, like you're at Dodger Stadium against the best guys. You are trying to see what you have, and it's not going to work if you're just throwing it outside the strike zone. So, no one in there likes getting their butt kicked. Everyone's sick of getting their butt kicked, and the last thing we can do is shy away from the strike zone.
See?
right.
Marcos.
I'm listening.
Why?
No, that's what he said, though.
Marcos, and
Maybe he's not as direct as Pat Riley is.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
You thought Shohei Ohtani's translator was bad. Tobin getting us killed up here.
What do you mean?
He didn't say nothing like that.
Oh, dude. Listen, you can read between what he's saying.
I was
And he's-
waiting for wussies, fraidy cats.
What nibblers?
He's basically calling them nibblers. Here they are, like a bunch of remora fish.
Hey,
Let me live on the edges.
here's the problem. They ain't good enough pitchers to get those calls. There's a lot of pitchers that are so accurate and have so much control that they get the black on the plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you ain't got there yet. You ain't getting no calls. You got to challenge these hitters. And guess what? Here's what I never could understand. Hitting a baseball is the single-handed hardest thing to do in sports, right? So why on earth wouldn't you at least make them swing at it?
Yeah.
Right? Like you should never have.
Well, that's why he's like, hey, what are you afraid they're gonna hit a tater tot?
You giving those up anyway.
Giving them up anyway. Like go after it, especially Cabrera, who's got good stuff, but fraidy cat.
Right.
Which is basically what he said.
Oh my
You didn't get that from what he was saying though?
No,
Nah.
no, dude.
What do you
That's
mean?
why we look. Anytime you tell us something,
You know what it's like?
anytime you send us a message, we need video or audio confirmation.
Why?
Because you take liberties.
I didn't take liberties with
You
that.
what?
If
You
you're
take
saying
liberties.
Nibbler!
we're all tired of getting our butts kicked, but you got to throw strikes. You got to go after it in the strike zone. You're being called out. You're being called as soft. That's what he's saying.
No, that's not being soft though.
That it is.
I've
being
seen
soft.
a lot of pitchers try to nibble. And he's basically saying, you ain't that guy. You ain't a nibbler. You are a pitcher that goes after hitters. Start doing that. So what? What's the worst thing that can happen? hit a home run. They've been doing that anyway.
A couple meatballs from Soriano and Cabrera.
But
yesterday.
instead of what they're doing is they're walking to and then giving up the home run.
Oof.
Yeah.
Jazz Chisholm, though, lead off home run. So
Yeah, good. They had the lead for 12 seconds.
Gonna miss him next year.
next year.
Next year.
Next, what, you think he's not gonna last through this
I
year?
think yesterday was an audition for the Dodgers.
Oh God,
He's sitting there. He goes,
I hate
the only
sports
jersey
talk.
I have.
it's gonna be weird for him and Miguel
Hey.
Rojas to go through a reunion.
I'm looking at your boy,
Man.
right?
Who?
Skip.
What about him?
Who should be the Celtics' go-to guy in the clutch?
It's a fair question.
No,
Derek
it's not.
White.
No, it's not.
Is it?
It's got to be Derek White.
No, it's not.
Why?
Why isn't it Derek White?
Here's the problem, right?
Hmm?
They ain't had no issues yet. You making up
Hmm.
situations.
I'm not making up situations.
No, I'm saying they are making up situations.
Jason Tatum's coattail riding right now, dude.
Yeah,
They're
that's
gonna
fine.
they're gonna
That's
put it
fine.
under they're gonna put it under the guise of
So
sacrifice.
So did Jordan Coattail when he passed it to Steve Kerr?
Oh, it was
one pass? It's one pass. Don't
I'm
be
just
a
saying.
grown up. Have grown up discussions.
Wait, the
Wow.
guy who just said our pitchers are nibblers.
They are, dude.
Have grown- Little remora fish.
Took liberty.
That's the guy. That's the
liberties.
guy. That's the guy that's telling me.
Did you guys see this story yesterday? Speaking of the Marlins, did you see that one of their former players, Monty Harrison?
Oh,
Did you see that he's going to play? He's going to play football in Arkansas.
football. Yeah,
He's 28.
that's crazy. Actually. What position is he playing? Do you mean?
It says he was a 4-star wide receiver in the 2014 recruiting class.
wow.
Damn, he's supposed to damn near be getting signing a free agent deal. Wow, is he?
Is that
Hey,
not fair?
Did he go straight to? He must have went straight to baseball
Yeah,
because he didn't use any of his college.
he's going to play for Arkansas. That is old.
So wait, I'm sorry.
Wait,
if he
He's
hasn't
only
used
2 years older than Chris Winkie.
2 years older though, and like that's the standard of old right there.
Oh, look, hey, it's Galen. I told you. See,
Galen.
Galen is shocked that you're here.
Wow,
See, I told you I'd get him in here.
it's real.
Wow.
Wow.
How about that? Pot
Wow.
shots.
Is that
Pot
coffee?
shots.
Is that coffee or tea? I
I
can't
don't know.
tell.
Is that coffee or tea?
No, that's coffee.
That's
Oh.
coffee.
Yeah, Monty Harrison, who, of course, if you guys don't remember, he was part of that awesome Christian Yelich trade,
Oof.
which I was reminded today.
So wait,
Mm.
so one of the
Oof.
guys that we got in return for Christian Yelich is now playing football at Arkansas.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Really know how to pick him.
That's right.
As a freshman.
This is from Aram. This is from Aram Layton on Twitter, and he goes, "This is the Marlins' return for the Christian Yelich trade. Lewis Brinson,
Oh,
currently playing in the Mexican League.
Wow.
pretty good.
Isan Diaz,
Ooh.
Mm.
Remember his first at
his
bat, he
first
hit a
at-bat.
home run,
They
right?
peaked. He peaked.
And
at
his
first
dad
at-bat.
cried, and that
Yep.
was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Where is he now?
Well, here you go. Playing for the Lancaster Barnstormers of the
Oh.
Atlantic League.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
that's in Philadelphia.
Monte Harrison, now playing college football.
Mm.
And Jordan Yamamoto, Hawaiian Punch Out.
Wow.
He also had came out good 3 starts.
And
Nice.
here's what I love about you. You come out blazing
Love
when they
him.
go. Well, wait.
So
Oh
did
my
so did Marlins Macho Man. He loved Jordan Yamamoto. Oh yeah, Hawaiian
Oh.
Punch Out.
So
I brought
where is he
gallons-
now?
I've brought gallons of Hawaiian Punch to the studio.
Oh, okay. He started 3 times.
Where is he now?
He is the head coach at Dwyer High School.
Oh, look
Baseball
at
coach, right?
that.
Where's Dwyer?
Mm.
I'm guessing Hawaii.
Really? You think?
There's no Dwyer in Hawaii, dude.
Yeah. Dwyer High
There's
School
no chance.
is in Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh, so he's here still.
Wait,
Well, it's good to see he's settled in.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hawaii, I could pretty much guarantee you there's no high school in Hawaii named Dwyer.
Nah, I don't think that name travels past California. I don't think.
Well, good to see Hawaiian Punch Out still like South Florida.
Still likes him. Not too far from me, I think.
That
though.
being said,
Oof.
it's not the Miguel Cabrera trade because nothing will be the Miguel Cabrera trade. Although some of the guys in the Miguel Cabrera trade actually had like some MLB success, just not with the Marlins. Like Andrew Miller was kind of he was a nails reliever. He sucked with the Marlins though.
Yeah.
Oh, was he bad?
He's a big boy too, wasn't he?
He looked like a giraffe on the mound. Like if you gave a giraffe a uniform, that's what Andrew Miller looked like.
Wait, so far we have giraffes and remora fish.
Yeah. And then Cameron Maben, you know,
my
he
goodness.
platooned. He was always a fourth outfielder around.
Didn't he get a ring in Atlanta?
I want to say Houston, maybe.
Oh, because they saw that.
But he was supposed to be can't miss.
Right.
They were like, oh, Cameron Maben, 5 tools, can't miss.
What does 5'2" mean if you bat 150?
Well, it means you are missing a big tool. It's like trying to put
the most important tool.
Right? It's like trying to put together furniture with a butter knife. That's what it means.
You got a Lamborghini, but you ain't got no wheels.
You had Burke Badenhop, of course. Burke Badenhop was a solid reliever with the Marlins. Julio De La Cruz, terrible reliever. Mike Rabello didn't work out. Bum catcher. And that being said, you lost maybe the greatest hitter of our generation. So,
yeah,
in a weird way,
I mean, even listen,
third base
because Yelich was
even Chunky Miguel was a baller.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah,
won the Triple Crown.
Yeah,
I mean, Christian Yelich did go on to win the MVP, so he became even better when he left the Marlins.
But he still got that back. That
he does have the back. He does have the back, but like it just didn't hurt as much. Miguel won a championship with the Marlins.
We lost. Wait, so we lost. We gave up 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
And don't even have a role player.
Nope.
Did we trade Stanton, or was that like free agency?
No, we lost. We traded Stanton for peanuts.
Well, no. Here they didn't. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yep.
The Marlins didn't trade Stanton. They traded us $300 million.
All right. Well,
there's a difference because you didn't care what you got in return as long as somebody we'll take responsibility for that $300 million.
I don't crush them for the Stanton one, but the Yelich and the Real Muto are pretty inexcusable.
They traded. They were young.
Mm-hmm.
Real Muto was he's like 26, 27.
He was a little older, but he was a great hitting catcher.
Yes.
They haven't been able to replace him since.
Yeah, because you can't. Like, here's what I can't understand in sports.
What are you
Somebody help me.
The people we got for
Real Muto?
No, for Stanton. We got Jorge Guzman. I don't know what the hell he did. Starlin Castro and
I remember Starlin Castro.
Jose Devers.
Yeah.
None of those names do anything for you, huh?
I've heard of Jose Devers before, but like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, okay. Because I can name like the most random Marlin. You'll be like, oh,
here's what I can't figure out in sports.
That sucks, dude.
You have a guy, and this is in all sports. You have a guy that can do X, X, and X, right?
Yep.
And you trade him in hopes that guy will be able to do the same thing. It's a weird dynamic in sports to me.
Do you think Monte Harrison's going to come in here and be like, can he be one? He can be one and done now, right? Because he's like it's years after high school, so can he just ball out one year?
Here's
how does it work?
Here's how the rule goes. You ready? It only matters when your class
graduated,
get to 3 years of college.
Okay, so he can do a one and done. Like, let's just say he goes in and he kills the SEC.
Yes.
He can enter the draft next year.
Yes, because his class is probably 2018.
Comeback story. Well,
maybe.
I like me a good hometown hero, you know?
Maybe. I don't know.
Wow. No. Failed with the Marlins.
But can you be the second coming to Chris Winkie? Chris Winkie went in the first round at 26.
Yes, but Chris Winkie was religious, wasn't it? Wasn't that the reason? Because
no,
I thought Chris Winkie
played baseball.
I thought Chris Winkie also didn't.
No.
Oh, my bad. I thought Chris Winkie he wasn't a Mormon.
He went to Florida State.
He wasn't a Mormon first.
Oh my God!
Did he leave the Church of Mormon?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
You don't go to Florida State and you're a Mormon. Sorry.
Good point.
No, you're thinking of let's see. There's a couple of Ty Detmer went to BYU. There's a couple of guys that they go in there. Oh,
I thought like he transferred to FSU after he was a Mormon. Because I watched Salt Lake Real Wives, and a lot of people leave the Church of Mormon.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So they can make that money on TV. What are you talking about?
Great. It's a great show. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
What is,
Really?
Yeah, I was wondering.
So wait,
Actually, one of the
you
wives.
really hold on.
Mhm.
You really thought?
He may be right, dude. I'm kind of reading something before I talk.
No, he wasn't. He's not right. He played baseball.
Mm,
There's no way.
You're gonna feel bad if he was a Mormon.
No, you're telling me a Mormon decided to go to Florida State. Think about that. Florida State.
Are they not allowing Mormons at Florida State?
Are they anti-Mormon? Is that something we should know?
Anti-Mormon. Great. What are we doing?
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
The point was he was never trying to be,
Oh, damn it.
not a Mormon.
He wasn't a Mormon.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because the Mormons are typically old.
But if you go to BYU, I think you have to do your
Steve Young.
Steve Young was a Mormon.
Yes,
Young
Steve
was a
Young's a
Mormon?
Mormon. Yeah. Wow. I wonder who's the quarterback from
John Beck.
John Beck.
who's the quarterback from
To his coach.
No,
Ty-
from the 85 Bears. Jim McMahon.
Mormon?
I'm not sure. He went to BYU though, right?
Darren Bevel.
Daryl
Coach.
Bevel?
He's the coach.
Daryl Bevel, sorry.
No, but isn't check Jim McMahon?
Jim McMahon Mormon. I love this. This is the part where we find out if this person...
No, I think he went to BYU.
Well, I mean, look, it auto completes over here. So McMahon was not a Mormon, was raised Roman Catholic.
But he went to BYU,
But
right?
still attended BYU.
That's kind of like a BYU cheat code, though, huh?
What are you talking about? BYU.
You don't gotta
Chico.
leave.
Ooh. Can you believe that Jim McMahon is in the College Football Hall of Fame, but
Yeah.
not in the BYU Hall of Fame? They're like,
Really? Oh, yeah, they shunned upon that.
no Mormon, no Hall of Fame.
That's crazy, though. That's right, right? Isn't that crazy? He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, but not. He wore glasses, like sunglasses. He had an eye condition, so he had to wear sunglasses.
Like
everywhere.
Tony Sperano, right?
Yeah.
But he had like the grease fire accident.
No, he had like the light, sensitive to light.
Well, I apologize to Chris Winkie. I sorry I thought you were Mormon the whole time.
No, there's a couple of guys that played.
Somehow ended up
Remember
in Tallahassee.
the guy that played.
How many years
the
of
guy
minor
that
league ball
played
did
in
he
front
play?
the guy that played in front of Tom Brady that got drafted by Dallas,
Bledsoe.
not Bledsoe, at Michigan.
He played minor
Henson.
league baseball
Henson.
for the Toronto Blue Jays system from
Was it-
1990 to 1996.
Henson, is it Henson? That was the quarterback in front of Tom Brady. They kept trying to pump up, and then Dallas drafted him. He was older because he went and played baseball.
Drew Henson.
Drew Henson. You remember?
Oh,
Drew Henson?
yeah, Drew Henson. Yeah,
Drew
of
Henson
course.
went and played baseball, and then Dallas drafted him.
Take a break. I'm sorry for the segment. So you're just catching up on the Tom Brady roast. Everybody,
Just bits and pieces of it.
Man, it's kind of long, so I've been watching it in pieces. Pretty good.
We got Nikki Glazier.
Oh,
She put one out there.
I saw a headline.
Julian Edelman.
yeah.
He had one.
His one was pretty dicey,
yeah, but that's
but also I don't feel bad for a murderer, so it's like
so there's that.
there's that.
Apologize for the the Hernandez family who had to hear that roast, but also
right.
You get it.
he was
Listen,
a guy.
You can call something for what it is and not feel like you offending the family. Like, what? He didn't say nothing that wasn't true.
No, he didn't.
Right. So, like, what are we doing? So sensitive nowadays.
Well, that's the whole thing with a roast.
ever
Right?
heard-
You're not supposed to have a
what's
PC
amazing?
roast.
I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, as a black kid in the South,
Yes.
we had to say, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me.
Well, I think that's like more of like a universal.
Okay, then when did that change? Because now words are killing folks.
That's true.
Now you can't say nothing.
You can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody is so overly sensitive. I think it's a way to direct that attention off of them onto you.
Dade's house says, "Can I be a writer at the Tobin and Leroy roast?" Isn't that every show?
Yeah, essentially.
You and Smeathan. Right,
Isn't that what you guys do every show?
I remember, I can't recall, but somebody was called Pot Roast. Somebody was called, like, what are you doing?
Oh man, yeah, it was something. So it was, look, I get.
I think I know this much. Tom Brady had that uncomfortable smile. Like he's playing along, but
I don't find him to be a very person who would enjoy the funnies. I don't like
because let's look at it this way. I would say amongst his group, like Julian Edelman and Gronk and those guys, yeah. But to the rest of the world, Tom Brady is treated different. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be out in the open and having people come at him like this, I would imagine it's a little more uncomfortable than he previously anticipated. Now they did have some limits,
Yeah, the kids and Robert Kraft massage jokes. Apparently, that was Tom Brady's limit.
Well,
that was strange, dude. So
but because I would say because it has nothing to do with him.
yeah.
Like you can roast me, right? But
And Giselle.
I
and
mean,
Kim
but
Kardashian.
Dana White also got some of it too. Like there was a bunch of people. If you're in the audience of a roast, you're liable to get roasted. Dude.
Look, I saw some of the Dana White
Some
jokes.
strays.
He's lucky where they didn't go for him.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
the strays, you
Yeah.
get caught by shrapnel.
He's lucky that there was no New Year's Eve power slap jokes.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, he's lucky that because people could have gone in a direction with Dana White.
That's why he hasn't done a roast, to be honest. So
Probably not. No.
There's certain people that if they had a roast, you'd be like, really? You like what?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Donald Trump did his too early.
Oh my God.
We totally missed out on some content.
There's so much more now.
Pretty wild. But yesterday, did you see this? This got everybody all upset yesterday. Did you see this Austin Rivers? Doc, your son upset everybody yesterday.
No.
So that's not your Doc Rivers.
He was just so confused.
So look, Austin is a grown-ass man. He gonna say some things as a man that I don't necessarily agree with.
I think this is going to be something that Leroy is genuinely upset with. I think. I don't know.
Let's go.
Well, because you take athleticism very seriously. Sometimes somebody I think is a good athlete, you're like, that guy's not that great an athlete.
Right.
And so Austin Rivers.
Like you're not athletic because you're tall. Right. Yeah. And you guys see tall people do tall people things and you go, oh, he's athletic.
Austin Rivers shook up the athletic world yesterday because he made a beef between NBA players and NFL players. And a lot of the NFL players not.
Let's go.
About
Let's hear it.
So he was on the Pat McAfee show. And he claims that you could take way more NBA players and put them in the NFL than vice versa because they're better athletes. Here was Austin Rivers yesterday.
where the best athletes in the world are, that's us. I can take 30 players right now in the NBA and throw them in the NFL. You cannot take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA.
Whoa.
It's because you only allow 5 on the court. Let's all relax.
It's because you got to break every play. All you got to do is catch the ball and run north or south.
Listen, our sport,
it ain't complex.
Our sport's better. Our sport's better because we would just create a position for one of you 5'2", 40 running 6'10" guys. Can't get hit much, fragile.
Yeah.
All right, little thin, very tall. We would just create a position because we got big brains.
All right, there you go.
So here's the deal.
JJ Watt was not happy about this, by the way.
Here's the deal. First of all, don't tell me
Enough of these JJs.
that a guy who flops and begs for fouls on every play could come over and play a sport where you actually get hit.
That's true.
Okay. That being said, the sport that they play, far more athleticism is seen out in the open. Meaning that when you watch Ant-Man, right? When you watch a lot of guys and you see them just athletically do some incredible things. But I will also tell you this. Ain't none of them going to catch a one-handed catch like Odell, right? Ain't none of them as fast.
Jimmy Butler would disagree.
And
No, really though.
listen,
He's good.
maybe by himself.
Have you seen him try and catch those Kyle Lowry outlet passes?
No, he's done some things.
But
athletically
I'm
on the
just
court.
saying, like, here's what changes it for all of them. How about being that athletic and still being able to get your face bashed in?
Yeah. But is that a toughness thing, or that's why I'm asking you, because is there a difference? There's a difference between toughness and athleticism.
I just think, here's what I think.
Who's the best athlete right now in the NFL? Is it Tyreek Hill? Will we say he's the most athletic guy in the
It's
NFL?
hard to say because here, we only see these players performing what is asked of them. We don't know how athletically they are in other sports because I played with 2 or 3 guys that won Olympic medals.
What about DK Metcalf? He's probably the best athlete, actually.
No, he's just fast and big.
What the hell else?
He can't catch.
What are we talking about?
He barely can catch.
No, I think
I mean, not barely can catch. He puts up good numbers.
You know what I mean.
By the way, he sent me a video of that Xavier Worthy from minicamp yesterday. Dodged a bullet.
He can't catch nothing, right?
Old lobster hands.
That's why he fell.
Wow.
But that's my point. So if I take a guy like Worthy, and
although the last time I think we did this, by the way, I think it was Jamar
I was
Chase.
saying Jamar Chase.
Oh, yeah.
He was okay. He worked out all right.
And a lot of people will take that or his speed and make him athletic.
Mhm.
And I don't, right? Just like I said, I don't take a guy who's tall and make him athletic. Like Joel Embiid is athletic because you can't do some of the things he could do at 7'2" without being athletic. Ball handling.
But pound for
stuff
pound, who's
like
more athletic, Anthony Edwards or Tyreek Hill?
Oh man.
Because those are probably the two most athletic guys in each sport right now.
See, and you say Tyreek because he's here.
No,
like I know.
I mean, give me
like,
somebody else. I mean, like do you think it's a defensive lineman? Do you think it's somebody else?
No, but that's just.
I mean, fastest man in the league is a good way to start. And we've seen him jump.
Being fast doesn't make you athletic.
We've seen him jump too.
No. He's got ridiculous ops. Anthony Edwards, I've seen him jump, and I was amazed at him dunking over people. So yes, that's athletic, okay, but everybody doesn't fit that. I would say this. I would lean towards basketball as being more athletic just because of all the things that's required to be an athletic basketball player, hand-eye coordination, footwork, speed, everything. Whereas in football, you're limited to the position you play, and it's sometimes hard for all of those things to show.
Randy Moss says, wow, really?
Randy Moss was extremely athletic.
I understand.
Right.
I understand. That's why he's offended, Leroy.
He's not offended.
He's offended.
Don't be offended.
Well, he's
just
offended.
telling
That's
you.
that's why
I'm just telling you. I know guys who are athletic. Randy Moss played basketball.
JJ Watt got a little sassy on this.
But I would say this.
Hmm?
I would say this to Austin Rivers' point. I promise you, there's more guys who could play basketball than basketball players that could play football.
That's not what he said. That was the opposite of what his take was.
No, and I flipped it. I know what he said. He said you could take 30 of the best NBA players and they could go play football.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's more guys who play football that could go play basketball simply because they don't have to get hit.
I mean, Jimmy Graham was the best tight end ever, and he played like 1 year of college football.
There was a few guys.
Tony Gonzalez couldn't make the Heat.
No, that's because he was a bull in a china shop.
Antonio Gates, he was good.
Antonio Gates played college basketball.
Not in the NBA, though.
Now,
okay.
Conversely, we would say baseball players are the least athletic, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Kenny Lofton was the point guard in Final Four.
You're talking about Junior or
No,
normal Kenny Lofton?
Normal Kenny Lofton.
Because Kenny Lofton Jr.
Miguel,
looks like a baseball
Miguel
player.
Cabrera was the greatest hitter in baseball for 5.
And he
to
could
6
smoke a
years.
cigarette and drink a beer.
Like, come on.
Right? No, I know, but I'm just saying,
Babe Ruth.
the reason why it's a hard conversation
It's a candy bar.
is because if you look at another sport, right, you only see that guy doing what is asked of him. One of the most athletic people that I met in football was built like a donut. And that was Jerry Ball. Jerry Ball could go out wide, put $100 on the ground, and dare any wide receiver to get by him, and he would lock them up. Wide receivers, all of them.
Could he dribble?
No, but I'm
sounds like a Fowler to me.
Just imagine a 6'1", 330-pound guy out there locking down wide receivers.
One of my favorite videos of all time is watching Vince Wilfork on the court.
Right, but that's my point. So, is it more amazing?
But I still don't know if I want him at power forward for the Heat.
Is it more amazing that a guy that size can be that athletic? You see what I'm saying? It becomes a difficult thing. But I tell you what.
What?
Austin Rivers.
Don't lose.
Put your mouthpiece in.
Well, this is what
put some pads on and come out there and catch a couple of passes across the middle. And let's see if we'll knock that athleticism right out of you.
JJ Watt says, you don't got a job either right now. Go ahead and try it.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Right. But that's the point. Only point I was trying to make is this. Seeing a guy play a position and seeing what he does on the football field, especially in football, it's harder to tell how athletic he is because he has a responsibility. Basketball, you can see it all the time, right? Because only 5 guys, they do a lot of different things on the basketball court. People don't do a lot of different things on the football field except for certain positions.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
The history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. We take you up until 2 here on the program. Leroy in studio today.
You know what time it is?
It's 11:07. What is this? It's like you're plotting something. It's evil.
Time to order some food up here.
Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. What about your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. Man, I need some action.
What?
I need somebody in this damn town to win. Come on, Panthers.
Let's go,
You
Panthers.
right down the street from my house.
Ekblad, redemption. Let's go, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Sam Bennett
You
not
know
on the
what?
ice, by the way, today. He but Paul Maurice said it's possible he comes back this series.
I'm gonna say this. Ekblad played the same amount of defense as this cup of coffee.
He sure did.
Holy
He
smokes.
sure did.
And that's not well.
Also didn't help that he was giving the puck away willy-nilly.
Oh my goodness. So
the Panthers need to bounce back today. 7:30 is your puck drop from
I think it was an
Amerant Bank Arena.
I think they got comfortable. Like, they came out, they matched the intensity, they matched the energy, they got a lead, and they kind of got comfortable. And then before you know it, 3-1, right? So
I just thought all around they played poorly.
Yeah.
Maybe the first.
No, but it's like the first 30 minutes, they were fine.
Yeah, okay, dude.
What do you mean?
They had like a good first 7 minutes of that period, and then they were on their heels, and then they
On the second period.
No, in the first period.
Really?
Yeah, I thought so.
There were a lot of one thing that I realized was each team got substantial amount of time in the other person's zone, right? So it wasn't like, you take a couple of shots and then now we're on defense. It was like both teams had a boatload of time in the other person's zone. So I felt that it was just a matter of time if you couldn't clear it.
Jameson Alla from Panthers.com, he says that barring any major setbacks, Paul Maurice says that Sam Bennett will return, quote, one of the next 3 games for sure.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't sound like it's tonight.
It doesn't sound like it's tonight. So we got more Ekblad.
Ekblad! Don't upset. Hey, don't upset.
Hey,
should we have Koepka bang the drum tonight?
Yeah. We got to get Koepka.
Where's Koepka at?
He just won somewhere.
Is
he won 4
I
tournaments.
saw he won something, and it looked like his trophy was made of vibranium. What the hell was that?
They put so much money
What the
into
hell
this.
was that?
And that check isn't though.
Sheesh.
I think they win $2.5 million.
That was wild. Anyway, also Marlins lost last night. They'll try and avoid the sweep. They lost 8-2.
So they play at 3 today.
3:00. Yeah.
So they start 12 o'clock there.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That was the hardest thing to get used to, Marcos.
What, the time change?
Going try to do some chili peppers and realizing that all the action was over with.
Yeah.
So when you go in there at 9 o'clock
and it's midnight.
It's over, right?
That's rough. Yeah, that is. I didn't even consider that.
Right.
Ryan Garcia
Ooh.
maybe on his way to getting vindicated over this drug test.
Oh,
really?
Snap. We're back.
What happened?
This is from Mike Coppinger from ESPN.com. Ryan Garcia's attorney, Darren Chavez, told ESPN on Tuesday that they ordered the B sample to be opened and analyzed from May 22nd. And will be analyzed on May 22nd. Chavez will witness the examination. Osterine is the substance that will be present in his A sample. Chavez said yesterday that the VADA report showed 19 norandrosterine wasn't present in Garcia's system. Chavez claimed this is proof that we are only dealing with a known supplement contaminant in the billionth of a gram range, provided that Ryan Garcia with no performance-enhancing benefit whatsoever on fight night. We now await the B sample testing for the presence of low-level osterine only on May 22nd. He was negative 17 days before the fight. So there we go.
So they're saying it was such a small amount that it could have just came from something
Could have been contained. Yeah. This has happened. This has happened in the UFC a bunch too. Yoel Romero, this happened where he won a huge. I don't think he saw any of the money because I don't think the supplement company that he sued.
Wow.
Had any money left, but I think he won like a $30 million settlement for this because a lot of these labs, like they'll show you like they're dirty labs and they don't, clean their beakers all the way through for like the powdered supplements or whatever they put through. And so he's saying supplement. I gotta tell you, it didn't look like he trained very hard for the fight. So I don't know.
Yeah. And honestly, it made sense because he looked bigger, but obviously
but he didn't cut weight.
And I completely understand that. But like the hydration that happens between the weigh in and the next day, like, but that still looks so much bigger.
But that being also said, I mean, Gervonta Davis said 2 years ago that he thought he was juicing.
Yeah, but now also wasn't he coming to his defense recently?
But he hates Devin Haney.
Yeah, he does. You saw them get into something.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, but he also hates Ryan Garcia. I really don't understand.
Now he likes Ryan Garcia.
I guess so.
I don't know. It's hard. It's tough to sell with Tank.
All I know is
it is like Leroy said though. It's crazy to think that one of the biggest boxing stars on the planet is 5'2".
Pitbull.
Hey, they showed him in like
really is a Tank.
Oh no, they showed him and everybody
crazy.
Yeah,
pound for pound, the best UFC fighter. I mean, not UFC, MMA fighter, Mighty Mouse.
Oh my God, so good,
so good,
so good. Mighty Mouse was pissed the other day because he said that the UFC still treating the flyweights like garbage.
Yeah, I think they didn't have a press conference or something.
Didn't have a press conference. Dana White didn't show up for the card last week because on the night that we were at Canelo fight, there was a main card in Brazil with the flyweights.
Can I just say why?
Wow, dude.
Because you're a grown ass man and you weigh $112.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they're so skilled. It was a good fight too.
Here's the only thing I like about the little people fight.
You don't have to call them little people. I don't like that.
The lighter weight classes fight.
It's better, but not like all the way.
Always more action. Like even with the Canelo fight, right? Munguia was very active, and Canelo pieced him up, counter punching or whatever. And I'm wondering what kind of power Munguia has because he was hitting him. Canelo wasn't even like,
I don't know,
whatevs, right? So that made the fight exciting because you always wondered if Munguia had enough to at least stun Canelo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he never did, especially after here's what I also realized, Marcos. You can be active and you can punch a lot, but when you get put down, your power mysteriously disappears.
Luis Ramirez Mendoza, he says it's not a fighter. He's on our YouTube chat.
Oh, what, dude?
He says, don't think I forgot about Brendan the Instigator Tobin. You will pay for your crimes.
Oh,
that's ridiculous, man. 24-hour rule.
No way, dude. Honestly, everything is chill until we find out whether or not Jimmy Butler
was hanging out with DJ Khaled yesterday. He looked perfectly happy.
Look at him.
Can't hang out with DJ Khaled in Sacramento.
That don't mean nothing. Sure? That don't mean nothing. Because Jimmy Butler is a people's person. So he always hanging out with people.
It's a lot of hanging out. You got to be honest.
He does.
A little more. The old Tobin would say, how about a little less hanging out and more basketball?
Well, he's hurt. I mean,
no. You done that.
Hurt.
You done that. Marcos, was I off? Was I off?
No, of course.
Sure, he is rehabbing.
You'd totally be critical of him.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not true.
If I make him somebody else, or if I make him somebody, Tyler Hero.
I'm advocating to give him $60 million at 37. Why is everybody mad at me? I'm not the one who told him to shut up.
You were angry.
You want to give him $60 million?
I am mad at Tyler Hero.
You want to give him $60 million?
He gave me so many good feelings.
And no, Dave.
Yeah.
Dude.
Remember when we
do you understand? Can I just say this? If we did what Tobin wanted us to do as franchises down here, you know the whole fan base would be miserable because you have no money to get anything, right?
We got money, baby.
No,
the salary cap's about to blow up.
About to, maybe.
It's about to blow up.
Nothing,
he's going to be a bargain at $60 million.
Nothing about what you've said the last 2 minutes has anything to do with what the team is going to be like next year.
Dude, did you hear what Chad Ochocinco did? I'll tell you about next.
Oh, this is good.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored by Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We reached the part of the show where Leroy's in his food delivery apps, and I don't know if we're going to get him back until something's ordered.
He's doing the Lord's work, all right?
Is he?
He's doing the Lord's work. Oh, the way he was pronouncing that last place's sauces.
Yeah, take it easy on that.
No,
First of all, let me tell you this.
You think I'm Danny Green?
I'm perusing to try to get us a little mighty bite.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to tell you like this. To all the people out there who have intentions on selling Leroy a fancy cheeseburger, you have no chance if I see a picture and you have made a bun out of lettuce.
That is a waste of time.
Lettuce.
That is a waste of time.
That is a waste of time, a waste of space.
Waste of space.
Can you head over to the Windowplex, Leroy? I need a weather update
sure
from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Nice.
Well, JF, put down the graphic so he's literally at the Windowplex so we can actually see him do his thing.
Winds look like they're coming out of the south.
Take a deep breath before we do that.
Yeah, southeast. They're not moving too bad because I see planes taking off from right to left. So that would indicate that the winds are coming out of the southeast. Winds are light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. It is partly cloudy. And I'm going to tell you what, folks, it's going to be hot as hell this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 95. Welcome, summer. We have missed you. Slight chance of rain today. I don't see anything, coming up. But, other than that, it's probably like 85 degrees right now.
There you go. He's a golfer. How do you do, Marcos?
Currently, they got it listed at 87 degrees. Winds right now, 10 miles per hour out of the east-southeast.
There you go. See?
And he is correct. We do have the mid-90s ahead of us in the next couple days.
Your camera's pointing at the ceiling. Fix that.
Your camera is pointing at the ceiling.
You have the remote. Don't manhandle it.
You have the remote.
I need to get it into the area of me.
I will read whatever is on the telephone.
Anyway. So yesterday,
what's up?
Chad Ochocinco.
That's my boy.
Chad Johnson.
Yeah.
He was doing his podcast with Shannon Sharp, Nightcap. Now, I don't know whether to believe this or not because I do feel like Chad Ochocinco does this a lot. I would put him in the realm of, I think he's telling the truth. Seems like a nice enough guy. I don't find a reason why he would lie to us.
Of course you do.
Do you think he's a whopper teller? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly. I don't know if he's a whopper teller.
An Oscar De La Hoya, as you will.
A Tyreek Hill, if you will. Like, I don't think he's a liar.
There's certain people here
spicing some things up.
The truth.
There's certain people that take liberties.
Oh, yes. I'm familiar with it.
Well, he claims that he had a little powwow this week at F1.
All right.
With somebody named Kevin Durant.
Okay.
And this is what he had to say.
Now, Kevin Durant, if I'm not mistaken.
Kevin Durant was free and didn't go to Miami. So what makes you think you're going to get him now? Kevin Durant's been totally free. He's been totally free twice. When he after OKC, he went to Golden State. After Golden State, he went to Brooklyn. What makes you think he want to go to Miami now?
Because I talked to him. I talked to KD. And I know KD gonna see this, and KD can attest to this. And you could talk about it tomorrow on First Take. I talked to KD. KD and I had a lengthy conversation. Listen, I'm not into basketball, and people like KD and LeBron and some of these other players that I know, they confided me, and I asked if it was okay to talk about it tonight on Nightcap, and just so happened, boom, it comes up.
Right.
And he said, you know what, he would have no problem coming down to Miami if it made sense. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, KD gave me his sentiments on how he feels about coming to Miami, and that's what he told me.
Come on. Come on.
I just say this? Can I say this? You will just about believe anything.
What do you
if
mean?
it sounds good?
What are you talking about, dude? Why would he
Sounded
lie?
good.
Why would he lie about
a personal
that?
conversation
A conversation, if it makes sense.
from the horse's
If
mouth.
it makes sense, right from the horses. That dude raced a horse one time.
That's true. He lost, but
Yeah.
it was close. Closer than you think.
Got 4 legs, dude.
I know. That's what I thought. It's crazy.
Person doesn't have horsepower.
Manpower.
Yep. Hey.
Hmm?
KD.
Dude, I want to go over there and punch him in the face. Manpower.
They confide in him, dude.
What do you
They
think
do.
Tobin's manpower is?
Power Ranger.
Would you make nothing of that?
That makes nothing.
Why?
What?
What are you talking about? How can you
He
make
said
nothing
he
of it?
talked to him
Are you? Is it
directly.
because you think he's whopper telling? Because does it matter? Because he's not going to be here. What do you want? Why? Why do you make nothing of it? Nothing.
I just
Nothing.
You don't trust Ochocinco. You think he's
No,
not a
it's not that.
credible source.
It's not that. It's not that. It's not that.
You know who was else at who else was at F1 this week?
What was that?
Jimmy Butler.
No.
So,
Hmm?
well, Jimmy Butler
Hmm?
teaming up with Kevin Durant, little Bam Bam. You know,
I don't know though. You actually may have ruined that too.
what do you mean?
Wow. Kevin Durant's gonna look at Pat Riley calling out Jimmy Butler
Is he?
and be like, "Oh my god, I don't want to deal with that. I can't have."
I think Kevin Durant would love it.
You know, no.
think so.
I think Kevin Durant
He's
would
so
love it.
sensitive.
No, he's not.
He's sensitive to teenagers on Twitter, not to Pat Riley.
Hmm.
And by the way, who's going to be coaching him? Eric Spoelstra
Eric Spoelstra.
this summer in Paris. Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh-wee. All right, seeds are being planted.
A little croissant, a little coffee, Leroy. You know,
Mm.
all of a sudden we have Chateau Spo
Wow.
talking to Kevin Durant this summer.
Wow.
All of a sudden, him and Bam and they have a little creme brulee and they decide, we're gonna make this happen, baby.
How do we escargot to Miami?
That's snails.
What?
Can I just say what the hell's wrong with y'all?
No, why are you dismissing this? Is this because you're hungry right now?
All right. We're not doing burgers.
Huh?
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you do this.
You're poo-pooing on this Kevin Durant.
He
thing.
really is.
It's
Like I can't believe this.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Mhm.
You're making whale noises
Yeah,
because Chad Ochocinco
that's right.
said he had a conversation
Personal conversation.
with Kevin Durant
Mhm.
Yeah.
at F1.
That's right.
And here's what KD said.
Yep.
I wouldn't have a problem with it if it worked out,
If it made sense.
if it made sense.
Mhm.
Which basically means it ain't gonna never make sense, you dummy.
No, you don't know that.
Okay.
You don't know that.
We can make it.
We can make the salaries work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how did it work out with Dame?
It didn't work great, but
Okay.
That was
And
a salary
Dame-
issue.
Hold on.
Wait.
Here's whoa.
Hey.
Hey, little difference.
Whoa.
He's good. He's good.
You want to know who runs guess who happens to run the front office?
Oh,
Phoenix.
Snap.
A guy.
Marcos, do you know who runs the front office in
The-
Phoenix?
James Jones.
The professional.
James Jones.
Indeed.
That's right, dude.
That's not what I'm saying.
James Arthur Jones.
Is that his middle name?
No, it's not.
Oh,
No,
that-
it's not.
that was
I
good.
don't even have, dude. Like, stop it. Like, you don't even have to. You don't even have to guess. No, it doesn't.
I called him the professional.
It's Andrew, for the record, at least according to Wikipedia.
Champ. Champ is his.
I had the initials right.
Close enough, to be honest.
Oh my god.
So
Much better relationship.
much better relate. Hey,
Yeah.
Riley Cronin,
Hmm?
Frosty. Riley Danny Ainge.
Fire.
So, this has gotten us in the way the last couple of summers because not great relationships,
I got you.
Bridges have been burned,
Mm-hmm.
but James Jones wasn't always thrilled with Spo not playing him.
Okay.
And also was maybe there plotting with LeBron James to leave to Cleveland. But he's a hometown guy.
Aha.
All right. South Florida guy, a Miami Hurricane,
Mhm.
a Miami Heat champion.
Champ.
He knows it's not working over there. He knows. You might have that kook owner who's just like, thinking to himself, oh, 26 rosters would trade for our roster. But he got swept. Time for some changes.
Gotcha.
You know? Very interesting, Chad Ochocinco.
I trust him.
I trust him too.
Why would he lie?
Why would he lie? Chad Ochocinco lied to us?
No way.
No way, dude.
You know what? Maybe he'd lie to us. He would have lied to his friend.
You know? And it's one of the what?
It's true, man. Even Shannon Sharp brought up some good points to refute that. He's been free before.
Yeah.
Why didn't he come then? Who cares?
Who cares? He loves changing teams.
The past, dude.
Loves changing
He
teams.
thought he was wrong. He thought it was going to be rainbows and glitter in Brooklyn.
You know who would be a perfect match in the front court next to Bam?
Who's that?
Kevin Durant.
Wow. Just as he's expanding his game to 3. Look at that.
Well, let me ask you this, Leroy.
I'm listening. Because y'all sound ridiculous.
Why do I sound ridiculous?
What?
Let me just say y'all sound ridiculous.
He's not. You know he's not happy in Phoenix.
He's not happy in Phoenix. He doesn't like, another embarrassing early exit. You know what that means?
What's that?
It's musical chairs time for Kevin Durant.
Musical chair.
Loves to do it. And you know what? Phoenix, you just lost your chair, dude.
Look at that.
Enjoy Bradley Beal and Devin Booker and Nurkic. But you know who you might like? Jaime Hawkins.
Why are you him, man? We could have started at Tyler.
There you go.
Listen, I'm sure Tyler Hero, you know who his idol is. Devin Booker.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they have more annoying Tyler Hero right now than Grayson Allen, but hate his face.
I think I ordered too much.
Right, take a break. Maybe Leroy will finish his order after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2. If you guys want to go to Queens of the Stone Age, we got some tickets for you. All right? Going to give you a chance to win some tickets here today on the show.
Queens of the Stone Age.
I've been practicing.
Wow.
Yep.
Can you get that again?
I don't know if I can hit that same.
See if you could just one more time. I'm sorry that I'm asking you to do this on demand.
Queens of the Stone Age.
It's like a Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, like your lips ain't moving with the words.
Oh,
so I found out something very interesting.
Let me just get something real quick, Leroy.
You asked him to do Queens of the Stone Age.
I didn't get to finish the liner because you are in here.
It wasn't me.
Okay, dude. Okay.
Queens
That's the whole
of
point.
the
We're
Stone
trying.
Age.
You're adorable. You want to know something? Sometimes I'm like, you know what? 8 years, he'll let me get through one. He'll let me get through one, but only if you're not in the studio. That's the only way it's happening.
You sure can. That's my favorite.
J-Fig is giving away a pair of tickets to Queens of the Stone Age, and you guys can go. It'll be at Hard Rock Live this Friday. We'll give those away next hour. It's a Live Nation show. J-Fig's ticket stash to Queens of the Stone Age. They will be at Hard Rock Live this Friday, so we'll give those away next hour.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Go ahead.
So during the break, while discussing food, I realized that you two Neanderthals haven't had one of the greatest brunch or breakfast dishes ever made.
Yeah.
These two
No way.
have never had Eggs Benedict.
Because it's disgusting.
Yeah.
No, it is
and
not.
I looked at a picture of it while I was like, have I had Eggs Benedict? Because I don't think that I have. It's not how I like my eggs. But then I was like, nope, definitely I've never had that gross display.
What are you talking about?
What is that? It's like
Eggs Benedict is
cheese on
it's
a
no.
It looks like
no.
Looks like a McMuffin missing a top.
Correct.
No.
Correct.
First of all,
hollandaise sauce.
It is hollandaise sauce.
What is that even?
On top of a poached egg. On top
What
of
is
ham.
poached? What do you mean poached?
Yeah.
You don't know what a poached egg is?
No, what is a
It's
poached egg?
illegally hunted, apparently.
Oh, really?
I don't understand.
So like an ostrich egg?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It's some kind of
quail?
way they cook it in vinegar and you put it in and it
Cook it in is this a pickled egg I'm eating?
no,
Essentially?
no, that's how you cook a poached egg.
Hmm.
Oh my God, you guys are idiots.
What is hollandaise sauce exactly?
Look, hey, listen, this is perfect. Prison Mike games. Eggs Benny looks disgusting, but it's so good.
Oh.
The only Benedict I know is Benedict Tobin.
So the place, so the place where the way that the place where we're going, they do lobster Eggs Benedict.
Oh, okay.
What are we even doing here?
I mean, you can put anything on lobster. It's probably going to be better.
Gross.
A poached egg is an egg that has been cooked outside the shell by poaching or sometimes steaming, as opposed to simmering or boiling. This method of preparation can yield more delicately cooked eggs than cooking at higher
So it's
temperatures,
like
such as with boiling water.
So it's like an undercooked hard-boiled egg.
Gross. It's like a medium rare
Like,
egg.
yeah, but instead, like the outside still, you know what I mean? So it's not like over easy.
Pass.
Bro, that's a medium
Dude,
rare egg.
Pass.
Can I just tell you?
It's gross.
Wait, can I just tell you?
Does it have like
Can
feathers?
I tell you? You're missing out.
No way.
I'll be fine.
It's really gross.
Droopy, right?
Where would I even get this? Like, where is something? Where would I wear this?
Every place where you get breakfast?
No way. IHOP.
Every
sells
place.
Eggs Benedict.
IHOP. Call IHOP and ask them if they have Eggs Benedict. Yes.
Can we just look on the menu like normal people?
Look at the menu. Look at the menu.
Order
Call,
online.
just pull up breakfast shop and then pull up Eggs Benedict.
All right, we'll do that.
Everybody does Eggs Benedict. You're telling it's like a staple of breakfast.
I've definitely heard of it. I don't think anybody's favorite way to get eggs is Eggs
Dr.
Benedict.
Toboggan, the old love of poached egg.
He's right.
What the hell's wrong?
Like if somebody says they want Eggs Benedict, that person definitely is like,
No, I've been eating it my whole life.
come on, dude.
I think the last person I met that enjoyed Eggs Benedict was Vic Fangio.
Oh, yeah.
He loved him some Eggs Benedict.
Oh my.
Yeah, like I can see Riley right now. He's getting some Eggs Benedict, but not Spo. Spo's still getting scrambled.
Dude, are you like you're missing out? Dude, there's not one person who says I had Eggs Benedict. My daughter, favorite breakfast, Eggs Benedict.
She likes kale, though. I don't know if I can trust her.
Because you probably influenced her wrong.
No.
True.
No. Now, I will say this. Just recently, she said to me,
Is that the favorite way you have of eggs?
That can't be.
I like eggs over easy.
That's your favorite way.
I like scrambled, but here's the problem. If I go to your restaurant and I ask for scrambled eggs and you fold them like an omelet, that's not scrambled eggs. So I've avoided ordering scrambled eggs.
Nobody
because
does that.
Yes, they do.
No, they
you go into restaurants, they
So
don't
lazy.
they don't
Nobody does
scramble
that.
them up.
Nobody's
I'm
going to do
telling you.
more work with scrambled eggs.
No, yep.
Which, by the way, like you would think that at a buffet, an omelet line is like, you would think you were going on like Splash Mountain with how long it is.
Yeah. That and crepes. Like, dude, you never have a crepe. Why are you in this?
I don't like crepes.
I've never had a crepe.
It's like a thin pancake with fruit and stuff in the middle.
I don't know.
A lot of mixes in there though, like the mixed bag. Which is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future.
That's right. Too thin, Dr. Toboggan. Too thin.
Thank you. That's the kindest thing you've ever said to me, Leroy.
Not you.
That's what Pat said about Tyler Hero. He is basically
Did say that.
He's
fragile,
He
dude.
is basically.
That is true.
When you go into the locker room next year, instead of inspirational cards on Tyler Heroes, it's gonna have like fragile tape, like right there on top of his locker.
Handle with care.
And meanwhile, Tyler Hero's just like, oh, he said I was a starter. Like that tweet.
Like that one.
How did he miss the fragile one?
Oh, he didn't miss it, dude.
They or just put a bunch of crepes in front of his locker.
Soft.
Thin and fragile.
Tyler Hero's like, hey, how come there's all this packing popcorn by my locker? You know why. Man. Al Macco says Tobin and Leroy are going to be the reason everyone leaves the Heat.
No, hey, not Tobin and Leroy. Tobin.
Mainly Tobin.
Mainly Tobin.
Why me?
You know what you did, dude.
I didn't do
And
anything.
first of all, I said the same thing that Pat said. I didn't start the fire. I didn't create the kerfuffle. Tobin is a fire starter.
This is not fair.
Not fair.
It'll forever be known as the Great Instigate.
That's not what it's going to be called. No one's going to call it that.
Everyone's going to call it that.
Yep.
I've seen a couple people.
We
already
got
call
the
it
Great
that.
Gatsby, the Great Instigate.
If it does end up in a Jimmy KD switcheroo.
Oh,
Wait a minute. You
watch
already?
it, dude.
Oh my
You
God.
watch it, dude.
Theoretically. I want them
Wait,
together, but
as KD
theoretically.
says, if it works out.
If it
makes
works
sense.
out. If it makes sense.
If it makes sense. What do you got, Marcos?
Speaking of fragile, nothing more fragile than the ego of one Patrick Beverly. Yeah, I saw what happened with him and that fan as they were getting eliminated from
Threw a
the
ball.
playoffs. Yes, threw a ball after words were exchanged.
That was after. Was that before or after he stiff-armed a reporter for not subscribing to his podcast?
That was before.
That was funny.
Which
And
is
he got
now-
banned from
I was gonna say,
ESPN.
he is now no longer allowed to appear on ESPN.
Which, by the way, for him is like, oh no, get banned from ESPN. Like, it's like, how many times are they going to be interviewing Patrick Beverly?
I mean, it's
If I was
Well,
him,
he
I
was doing,
like.
but he was on like Stephen A with Stephen A, and he was doing shows.
Was he?
Yeah.
He had a run recently where I know he was on like every channel, but ever since he got his own podcast, that seems to be like the platform he chooses to be on mainly. But nonetheless, speaking of that podcast, this was his apology that he released concerning the situation. This is what Mr. Beverly, former Heat player, had to say.
What I did was bad, and that should have never happened. I have to be better, and I will be better. That should have never happened. Regardless of what was said, that should have never happened. Simple as that. Let's just say it was more than Cancun on 3.
Okay, so that report from Shams was just a fraction of the story.
Let's just say it was more than that. I've been called a lot of stuff in this league. I haven't been called that one. Still unexcusable. It doesn't matter what was said. I have to be better, and I will be better. I'm not going to take away from the fans that were great. It was some people that took it a little bit too far. I'm here to set the record straight. I was absolutely wrong, and I need to be better, and I will. We in layup line. I'm on the bench with the ball. Fan to the right of me. Say something crazy. I get up to him, man, you can boo me, but don't call me that. I go shake Rick Carlisle's hand. Fan say something crazy to me. I'm looking like, man, like you can say anything, just don't be disrespectful. He apologized too. Everyone who stepped out of line and said something like too crazy, all of them apologized. It was just some people who, just crossed the line a little bit.
I actually have a report that says that he was called ringless Draymond.
Can I?
Oh,
my God. Let me tell you something. I tell you guys this all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The one thing I hated about sports, it neutered you. Because I promise you, some of the things that fans said to me, if I was just a man on the street and they said that, it's go time, right? And you wouldn't take those liberties with just some random guy. But because you think ain't nothing gonna happen to you, then you feel froggy. So you don't treat these athletes like men. You treat them just like, oh, they're athletes. They can't do nothing. So you want to impress your friends. You want to say something. You want to, say that thing that think you can get a rile out of them. Then one of the athletes come and give you a two-piece. And you say you can't do that. No, okay. It happens. Stop. You got to be a man too. I hate when fans think they can yell everything because they bought a damn ticket.
Yep.
No, you still got to treat these. We men too. We men. I'm a man first.
Didn't that happen with the Suns owner last year? Didn't he rip the ball from Steph Curry?
Wow. Let me check.
Interesting.
Menu 631. Who's nude? Of course. We got children.
Some of them on my screen right now. Interesting.
Something you would say.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
I have something that is sure to make the Dolphin fans smile.
Okay.
Lot of overturn on the defensive side of the ball this offseason, but have no fear.
Wait.
Yeah, overturn.
Turnover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a word.
It's not a bad call.
Overturn?
Wait.
Overturn. No, it's good.
Like, wait.
Yeah.
Like a second.
Oh, that's a word.
Let me get some of that apple overturn cake.
what's going on?
Let me get some of that apple
Overturn.
cake.
It's a verb.
Is that why Verstappen didn't win this week at F1 because he overturned?
Did he? He flipped over?
No.
It's a verb. It's to tip something over. Yesterday, by the way, I meant to say illicit and I said solicit. And I was like, that's okay. Nobody noticed. Of course, at 2:01, I got Solana. Like, 45 minutes ago, you said the wrong word. And I was like, shut up, Solana. Anyway, back to my dumb English language. Let's keep it simple. David Long Jr. says the new defense is clicking early.
Well, of course, I had a lot of fun playing with Bake. But the good thing about the league, man, is it's a lot of good guys in this league. And I feel like JB came in and Walk came in, fit right in. We already knew Walk, so Walk was a friend with a lot of guys on the team. So he fit right in. And as far as play style, haven't got no pads or nothing on yet. But as far as how we fit into the defense, it's feeling good right now. Everybody's clicking and learning every day.
Sounds like everybody is adjusting well to the bob and weave defense.
Except half of the defense isn't healthy.
Well, you got to first learn with your mind.
Wow. I have never wanted to punch you in the face.
No, that's
more
deep.
than I do now.
Come on.
Why?
Got to learn with your mind.
Got to download the information,
Can't learn with your muscles. Muscle memory.
Win in the classroom before you win on the field.
At the end of the day gonna end. What was it?
Dude, I don't know who said the dumbest thing.
What was that? That's solid, though. I'll take that. Already meshing together. We haven't even put pads on. Number one defense on the way.
Hey, can I just say this?
The
rules of football change when you put a mouthpiece in. Just saying. It's one thing to know what to do. But when that guy is standing across from you, you got mouthpiece, chin strap, helmet, and all that stuff on, it's a whole different ballgame. So I don't care what they think they're accomplishing right now. Okay? I want to see these pass rushers and how they're going to perform until Chubb and Jalen Phillips get back. Simple as that.
It's all in the hips.
It is all in the hips. What? R.I.P.
It's your classmate.
Okay. Okay.
See?
No, that's the one. That's the one that went too far.
This is why I don't come here. I bought you guys breakfast. We got some nice food coming in. Damn, Marcos is looking at pictures of something I got. He ain't even never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Sounds good.
Burnt ends. They're delicious.
We'll take a quick break. Get some cat talk coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get to some cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. Why does it look like I have a jumbo can and you have a little baby can?
I don't know, dude.
Doesn't it, Marcos?
Ooh, let me check right now.
Look at his can. Look at his can.
Yeah, you look like Shaq is holding your can. What flavor is that? I look like
strawberry lemonade.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Not better than apple cherry.
Well, we don't have to quibble over what's better, what's not better. I mean, it's not like you're I agree with you, but it's not like your eggs ranking, which was bad.
Dude,
that was bad.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Best way to get eggs, scrambled with cheese.
You think anybody's ever done in like Mighty Ducks where they had to practice soft hands by passing the egg to one another on the ice? Soft hands.
Well, we know what happened when we did balloon toss.
Oh, yeah, for you.
Not good.
Tough.
Was there also an egg toss in that too?
No. I remember I did egg toss one time and they paired us up.
Yeah.
And I just threw the egg hard. We lose.
You two?
Great. Took a dive?
The person that was throwing the person I was tossing the egg at, I just threw it. It splat all over him. I said, "We lose."
There's no time for pranks, dude.
I ain't want to play.
That's fair.
Panthers game 2 tonight against the Boston Bruins. 7:30 is your puck drop from Amerant Bank Arena. Let us hear from the four-eyed master, Paul Maurice. He knows hockey.
Adjusting over the years. It's just a necessary skill, but certainly for survival in the playoffs. It's just on the straight runs of nobody's gone 16-0 as far as I know. So everybody's going to suffer a defeat. You're always going to have a game that you don't like, and rebounding, learning from it. Even if it's not the critical piece to the next game, you'll always come back to it. There'll be a loss in there that'll really help you going forward.
Wonder what has anybody gone 15? Has anybody gone 16-1?
Can't go.
You can
go. 16.
The best record all time in playoffs.
I think in basketball it was 16-1.
That was
Jordan.
Nobody's gone undefeated in hockey, eh, Marcos?
16-5.
16-5 is the best record.
I'm sorry, 16-4. That was 2012 Los Angeles. Oh, you know what though? I don't know.
Kings?
16-2 seems better, right?
I mean, that is a better record, but which one was it?
So they have 16-2. They have two people tied in first place. 16-2, the Edmonton Oilers of '88, and 16-4, the 2012 Los Angeles Kings.
Okay.
Were they that dominant? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm not gonna.
16-4 seems to be something that's
basketball. Basketball was 16-1, right?
16-5. I think the best one is 16-2 that I'm seeing, honestly.
In basketball?
No, in basketball. You talk about the basketball.
Basketball, I think it was 16-1. I think they lost one.
Well, all right. So Paul Maurice is right. The loss. Most teams are going to have a loss along the way. That'll help them.
Rather than not be the first one, to be honest with you.
Sam Bennett out there with the group. Just what does that do for him in terms of his trend toward?
Yeah, he's closing in. He's close now. It's one of the next 3 games for sure, I think.
Did you talk to anybody after he was done, or get an update or anything of the sort?
Yeah, there'll be nothing changed from what happened on the ice unless he had a major setback, which we're not expecting. So he'll be out there. We'll see how he's feeling. It's more just doctors and things of that nature signing off, taking a look at it.
Yeah, those damn doctors.
What are the main things you didn't like about your team last night that you want?
It's just the coaching.
The coaching?
Yeah, that's my job. Right. I didn't mind the way we started. I thought we were good in the first 10, and then the second 10 I didn't love it, but understood it why. We had 110, they had 109 points. I mean, we're almost identical. Really good road teams, pretty good home teams. The game's 1-1 with about 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Shots are pretty even. I'm fine with that. World domination has never been our calling card. We're not high flying. We should be hard hitting and competing. So I didn't love parts of our game, but we went into very specific detail today in 2 parts where we think we can be a world better. we think that we have been over the course of the year. We're not adding something new to our game to combat something. We just weren't good in a couple areas. But I understand it's the right question to ask. There's like no strategic value in me listing the two things that I think we need to be way better at.
There you go.
By the way, 16-17 Warriors went 16-1.
Yeah.
Paul Maurice keeping it close to the vest there, huh?
He always does.
Who got him? Who got him one? Was that in the Western Conference Finals? Was that Rockets?
What? What?
I trying to find out who was the one.
Who got the one?
Can't be the Rockets.
It wasn't the Rockets? I thought that was
The Warriors.
Yeah, I'm asking who got the one win against them.
Not the Rockets.
Oh,
I think it was the Rockets.
No, it was the Cavaliers in the finals.
Oh.
Yeah, the Jazz, the Spurs, and the Blazers all were swept 4-0, and then in the finals, LeBron pulled off one.
Man, Kevin Durant really hated Draymond
When it
Green,
was
huh?
when you talking about? You thought that was Houston with James Harden?
Yeah.
No.
Not surprising. Dude sucks in the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm trying to think
Imagine
who else.
comparing-
Didn't the Bulls do it?
Imagine
Did the
comparing
Bulls
that
do
guy
it?
to Dwayne Wade.
Get out of here.
No, the Bulls didn't
Although
do it
I've
because
seen,
they won the last. I know they beat Utah in 6. Yeah.
15-2.
15-2.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
good.
That was the best one there.
Pretty good.
Because their first series, remember the first series was a 5-gamer.
Wait, 15-2?
Yeah.
5
Oh,
gamer.
that's right. That's right. 5 games. Okay.
90,
Did
91.
you just not hear what I said?
I did. It just was. Give me a second.
Wait, 15-2? No one's gonna give me the 5-gamer. That's fine. Who cares?
Did you guys
16-1,
know
though.
that before it used to be just 5-game first round series?
What?
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
That
So
is
that's why
cool.
one
I'm gonna
less
hit you
win.
over the head with Mandarin,
Is
sparkling Mandarin
crazy.
marshmallow.
Oh, headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Tonight, in your playoff action,
Don't lose.
only one NBA game. Yeah, we are. The Knicks. Ugh. Ben Stiller night, huh? Sick of that guy. Enough of that guy. I'm sick of him. Sick of all the Knicks fans.
Really?
I don't have a lot of great options here.
Why? But here's my thing. Why? Like your team's out of it. Like
Oh,
I want to watch.
Oh, very.
I want to
sweat.
watch, but
Why?
I'm just like indifferent.
Because I don't. Oh, well, that's you.
You want to hate watch? Yeah. Are you room for Indiana?
I don't love that fan base either, especially that crackpot Mark Boyle, their play-by-play guy. I hate that guy.
They're all gonna lose though. They're all gonna lose. Anyone that I watch in the East, I'm like, you're gonna lose.
I've been
eventually,
thinking
though.
about this, and I think my ultimate champion that would keep me at the most peace would be OKC.
What? Not even Minnesota
Or Denver, if Denver repeated.
What? No way. Michael Malone. You want another year of Michael Malone?
I don't
thinking he's
love it, but it's
walking
not like
around?
he's going to be like that anyway. Like, he's just annoying.
He's gonna be big enough for his britches.
We talk about the guy that got after Caitlin Clark. That
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we talked
He's
about that
out.
yesterday. He got
Okay.
suspended.
Yeah. Don't want him to win the finals. But the Timberwolves, you're not that wouldn't Anthony Edwards?
Nah, because then Jimmy, they were like, oh, see, we won without
Oh,
Jimmy.
come
You know, like,
What?
No one
sorry.
thinks
Wait,
about Jimmy
first of all,
still.
nobody on planet Earth is as petty as you are. So you think the first thing they're gonna say is we won without Jimmy?
Of course. They're going to make fun of him.
That's
Oh.
what you wait. You know why?
They're gonna
you know why? Because that's what you would do.
Now all of a sudden you
Wait,
defend
so
Jimmy,
right,
huh?
but everybody's not like you.
They're going to say,
Why
oh,
do you think? See, he's thinking what he would do, and then say that's why he don't want to
I
have
don't
because he don't want.
I don't
people
want the
doing it-
Wolves fans.
he don't want people
I
doing
say
it
this
to
as
him.
I say this as somebody who loves Anthony Edwards and is very jealous that he's not on my favorite basketball team. But I don't want a situation where Karl Anthony Towns
Oh,
and
Smeathan.
and Andrew Wiggins have a ring.
Smeathan, wake up, Tobin. If Ant wins now, it'll be easier for him to leave once his contract's up.
I disagree. You know, we thought that with Giannis Smeathan. You need them to keep banging their head against the wall and not be good enough. That's what you need to have. Now, it may not matter. He may be better than everybody else.
Dude,
it may not matter.
He's so good.
It's lower on the I give you, it's lower on the pedigree. Like if I had to say, who do I absolutely not want to win? Okay, absolutely not want to win.
Boston Knicks.
Boston Knicks. All right, they're even Steven.
Yep.
Okay, Cavs. I still got old feelings, and plus I need Spider to dip. Okay, Pacers. Okay, then I'm gonna go Wolves.
Wow.
then Denver, then wait, no, sorry,
Dallas, though.
sorry, Dallas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then Minnesota.
Okay.
Denver, OKC. I really got nothing against OKC except that dumbass commercial.
I'm upset about this Denver thing that you're not like you don't have any animosity towards Denver. I don't like your maturity towards Denver.
I don't really have because they've kicked our ass. What am I supposed to be? I'm just supposed to be mad at them?
Angry, yes. They bullied a player to retirement. Remember when they did that? Remember when they were partying in a club in Miami with the brothers and their thugs?
Markieff Morris?
Yeah, it's the poor
He's
Morris
in the
twin.
playoffs still, isn't he?
I don't know. I can't
I think
tell.
the Morris
ever.
twin is on somebody's roster right
can
now. Is
never
he in
tell.
Dallas?
Which one?
Is it Dallas?
He was a Clipper, maybe?
One of the Morris twins is on the Cavs, and one of the Morris twins is on Dallas, but I don't remember which is which.
Fair.
Because twins can confuse you.
Markieff is in Dallas. Now, which one that one is the issue.
Markieff is the one who got blindsided by Jokic.
Oh, look at that. Oh, so he's still playing, huh?
He is. Speaking of the Heat, some harsh words out there from the national media about what Pat Riley and his press conference and the ramifications may mean. That's next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the program. We'll get to Rats Off a Ship later on this hour.
Hey, we're not seeing Leroy for quite some time.
Where did he go?
He is currently sampling the food.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, that's good.
Oh, the food good?
That's good.
Here he is.
That is good.
All right. Good for you, buddy. Maybe not. See, here's the thing. Now the bounces. Now he has his food. Will he have a last hour in him? He's gonna have like 2 segments in him, and then by the 1 o'clock hour, you'd be good.
Because here's the deal.
Because you've been out. You've been checked out the last 45. You've been checked out.
Stop.
No, you've been checked out.
No, I haven't been checked out,
dude.
What was last segment about, Leroy? Yep.
Wait. What was the last segment about?
Just to give you a hint, we do it every day at 12.
Oh, that was we talk about the Panthers.
Yes.
And we listen to Paul Maurice.
Yep.
Oh man. Schmieden says Leroy goes to the studio to eat, not to work.
I come to
better options over here.
I come to see my boys.
We missed you, buddy. We missed you.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear some gossip? Some gossip from
besides you and Ochocinco?
Well, that was some gossip. I mean, I'm not going to just dismiss what Ochocinco has to say. We can't just do that because we're at the epicenter right now of the Miami Heat, and
precipice.
We're on the precipice of some drama. Now, look, just to be clear, after all the stuff that went on, Pat Riley did say at the press conference, in case you don't recall, he did say, not trading Jimmy Butler. Okay, he's not trading Jimmy Butler, but this is what he said.
Had if you guys determine over the coming weeks and months that your non-Jimmy and non-Bam assets are not enough to appeal to other teams to get a quality player back, an all-star, someone of that ilk in return, would you then at that point have to at least be open to considering a trade for Jimmy?
No. Not right now. I mean, you're asking a question and you want your answer, and you're not going to damn get it, Barry. Okay, whatever your answer. I appreciate the question.
Yeah, I don't think he does appreciate. Whenever you say to somebody, I appreciate the question. I don't appreciate the question.
Or when they say that's a good question.
I like when he calls him by name. Damn it, Barry!
You will respect Barry Jackson. You're not gonna get it, Barry. But anyway, so we know what happened yesterday. Everything, the whole kerfuffle that happened with Jimmy's comments about, the Celtics and the Knicks, and then Pat Riley wasn't a fan of them. Very clearly yesterday was not a fan on Monday of Jimmy Butler trolling.
He also said, "Not today," and you heard it, and you looked at me the same way. Not today is not tomorrow.
I think the best team in the league with the best roster in the league. They made some great moves. Brad Stevens did a great job in getting Holiday and Porzingis. They built their bench a little bit differently.
What do you call it?
And, for him to say that, I thought, is that Jimmy trolling or is that Jimmy serious? If you're not on the court playing against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut in your criticism of those teams.
Which obviously
he didn't really criticize them.
He didn't criticize him. He said he beat him.
Right.
That's what he said.
Was he
a couple drinking?
You've been hanging out with Jimmy because that's where you get that from.
What do you mean? What?
Heat 5.
Yeah.
That's what he basically
That's what I love about him, though. I'm not
No,
gonna
I tell you all the time, regardless of what kind of athlete you are, you have to be as yourself. You have to have that confidence in yourself to be able to go out and perform. You can't expect other people to have confidence in you if you don't have confidence in yourself. So I never have a problem with any athlete saying, I think I'm the best.
I think he was probably annoyed by that. I think he was probably annoyed during the game 3 when they were back. He was doing the interview with TNT and he said, we're going to go up 2-1. I think he was probably annoyed. He's like, you're not playing, dude. Like, and so anyway, this was Zach Lowe Post on ESPN. And according to Lowe Post, he thinks this is grounds to set up Miami being the first domino of what is supposedly going to be a wild NBA summer. I believe Woj referred to it as there's going to be an NBA portal this summer.
Damn.
Lot of movement.
That bodes well for us.
Not necessarily.
I don't know.
Imagine all these moves happen and the Heat don't do anything. Oh my God. That's rough.
Something's going to be done, but here's the problem. If nobody wanted Tyler Hero last year, you think it's more likely somebody will want him this year?
I'm not really looking at Hero, but I do think that I'm sure there's people around the league that have been impressed by your other 2 young guys.
No.
You don't think people are impressed by Jaime Jaquez?
No. I'm saying yes. I'm saying no. I don't want to get rid of him.
Oh, I understand.
Here's what I would do. I'd package one of them with Tyler Hero.
Which one do you want to?
If I had a choice.
Ooh, that's a hard choice, dude.
It is. Because they both, their skill levels are a tad bit different.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose right at this minute.
You want to wait? Give it 1 second. Let me let you hear the clip. You can marinate on it.
The clip of what?
I want you to hear this this clip from Zach Lowe.
Okay, go.
All right. This is what he had to say in his reaction to the Pat Riley keep your mouth shut.
I don't know what's going to happen in Miami, but I know that one way or another, they could be the first domino of the offseason in the NBA. Those comments were, and again, it's Riley. Riley has long since passed the I give zero you-know-whats about anything I say. I will say anything that's on my mind. I don't care who I offend. He told Jimmy, now this was a little tongue-in-cheek, I think, but still, he told Jimmy, you're not on the court to play Boston and New York. You should shut your mouth. He could have said that a little bit more politely. Like, even if you're tongue-in-cheek, you could have been like, I just wish he wouldn't have said anything. He wasn't available. He was like, no, I'm going to hit him with the jab and then the right hook and be pretty blunt about it. That opened a lot of eyes around the NBA. Let's put it that way. My phone was lighting up during the Riley press conference. They are maybe ground zero for the NBA offseason starting right now.
I would say this. Here's some of the things that I hate about national media.
Mm-hmm.
They hear the bite without understanding the person. Right? We understood Pat Riley.
Mm-hmm.
We understood that he's called out a bunch of his stars and basically put them on notice to some extent. We've seen every star. So we don't make as big a deal about it.
Every star he's done it to.
Right. We don't.
What Goran just told the story where, he's like, he goes, son, this is pathetic. We didn't pay you for this bleep.
Right. But I'm just saying.
He didn't do that publicly. Goran just revealed that.
But I'm just saying, like, we all know at the end of the year, if it doesn't work out, somebody got to be called out. So
I don't think the comments are. I agree. I agree with Zach Lowe in that, like, could it have been done nicer? Yeah, but that's not Pat Riley.
Pat Riley doesn't do could have been done nicer.
That's not Pat Riley. Pat Riley is keep your mouth shut. Pat Riley is a guy who's going to fat shame Dion Waiters if he doesn't live up to his deal.
But Pat Riley's
going to tell D Wade, don't eat so many pancakes.
He also pulled the Tobin, right? He left himself a little wiggle room.
Oh, he certainly did.
He said, I don't know if he was trolling or not.
I don't know if he was trolling or not.
Right. There you go.
I don't think
But that's how you can say something serious. And then if the backlash is too much or Jimmy responds, you can say, hey, man, I didn't know if you were trolling or not.
Well, last time we were dealt with this, he had to put out a statement saying that the asterisk was not on the Lakers side, it was on our side.
And what's the constant there?
What's
the constant
Pat
there,
Riley?
Marcos?
You! What? You did this! I didn't do anything! You are the culprit!
Oh,
by the way,
somebody said, did you wish Gogi a happy birthday?
Yeah, May 6th.
I did on social media.
Oh, okay.
Do you like it?
No.
Maybe he heard what you've been saying about him.
What did I say
I
about
don't
him?
know. Just trying to.
What did I say about him?
I don't know.
I saw they got a nice happy birthday from his latest squeeze. So,
Oh, okay.
so happy for Gogi.
Yep.
So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so if you only listen to Zach Lowe and you're not familiar with the inning, not familiar with Pat Riley, that's the only take you're going to get on this.
Mm-hmm.
But being down here and hearing this year after year after year, we know that although he's trying to get something accomplished here, he doesn't mean it like Zach Lowe is taking it, right? Because he's also said, I'm never trading Jimmy, and Jimmy's, our star and whatever, which that doesn't get the clicks.
Well, he didn't say never. He said not right now.
Oh, no, I said that. Yeah, I know. That means not right now.
He said no. He
Here's
literally
what he
said
did.
not right.
Here's what he did.
Like
You want me to tell you?
he left
You want me
himself
to tell you?
wiggle room.
You want me to tell you what Pat Riley did?
Mm-hmm.
He put some live bait on the end of a hook, and he cast it in the water, right? If he don't catch nothing, no bigs, right? But if he does, it was all in motion.
So you're saying like he's on the boat, but he's just leaving it. He's literally like leaving it trolling behind the boat.
Correct.
If he gets a nibble,
Because that's what he did.
If not,
because guess what?
He's gonna.
Zach Lowe did it for him. The NBA is on notice.
He's saying the NBA did notice.
Right, but that's my point. So how can you say I would never trade Jimmy while putting Jimmy on the block at the same time? Have Zach Lowe say what he said.
Interesting.
So no matter what happens, whether they keep Jimmy or trade Jimmy, Pat's going to come out looking clean, right? That's the perfect Tobin right there.
Don't say that.
That's the perfect Tobin.
The perfect Tobin.
The perfect Tobin. I thought, I have only seen the perfect Tobin once or twice.
Stop saying it like it's a wrestling move.
Marcos, I'm
Like
gonna
it's a
tell
crime.
you. I've only seen the perfect Tobin once or twice.
Will you
So
stop?
where you make a statement that could seem evil and harsh, but you say things beforehand that no matter how it comes up, how it ends, you come out smelling like a rose.
I didn't do that.
Hey,
I don't do that.
no
And Pat
matter-
Riley
wait,
didn't do that.
No matter what happens here, nobody ain't gonna.
I
do
would
nothing
never
about
tell
it.
Jimmy Butler to keep his mouth shut.
You ain't Pat Riley.
But why are you saying he's doing my move? And I don't have a move.
Because he set it up by saying, I don't know if he's trolling or if he's being serious.
Leaving a little wiggle room.
Yes.
I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
No, you don't.
I don't
Really?
I don't say things with wiggle room. All right?
Really?
I'm a straight shooter.
Semantic Samurai didn't come from nowhere, buddy.
I'm not the semantic samurai.
We didn't just make that up.
Very accountable.
Really? Now we need to get Tommy. Are you accountable, Tobes? And he just says, nobody called you that.
Little rat fink. Schmeathan says witnessing the perfect Tobin is like witnessing Bigfoot.
Yes, I'm telling you. You guys know what I'm talking about. He leave himself the perfect amount of wiggle room to where he can say pretty much anything, and no matter what happens, he has each side covered.
Take a break.
That's what Riley just did. We
Right.
call it the perfect Tobin.
Rats off a ship is next.
Rats off a ship.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is time to get to our favorite Wednesday game. Leroy is literally dancing right now. He's literally dancing right now.
He is dancing with ribs.
He's very happy.
Love that.
Wow. Wow. That's how I'm going to be as soon as we get down to Mitchell.
Hey, you were crying last time we were supposed to get a guy.
I know. I really wanted him.
Let me tell you something.
I'm not going back on the Damian Lillard train, though. I got to tell you that much.
Wow. So even like, okay.
Unless
as in you're not going to fall for.
Right now was to say Damian Lillard was available.
That's what I'm
Your
saying.
ass would be the first one.
Nah, no way.
You're not even interested,
Nope.
even a little bit. Like I understand not falling for the song and dance again. But,
Yeah, I'm not falling for the song and dance.
but you're not even
Really?
like I'll take him.
For a bag of donuts.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
The
Tyler
price
Hero.
has changed. The price has changed. So I
Tyler
understand.
Hero.
Oh, homecoming to Wisconsin.
Tyler Hero, bag of donuts.
Interesting. Well,
He could go hang out with Yelich.
they're about the same weight.
Yeah, but no. Yelich is like 6'3".
Is he?
Yeah.
Huge difference. Marcos,
right, that's
what do we got today for Rats All for Shit?
Well, gentlemen, I want to know if your rat's off a ship on Mr. Pineapple himself. Trae Young being on the Hawks next year. He just changed agents.
Wow.
Are you rats off a ship on the idea of Trae Young being on the Hawks next year?
You know, if you change agents, because he just got a contract, right? Like he doesn't need a new contract.
Yeah, it's true. Not asking for more money.
Yeah, I think I'm rats off a ship on him being on the Hawks next year. It sounds like
Rats off a ship.
Sounds like he is he's getting the hell out of there. Or thinking about it. Maybe they've chosen DeJounte Murray instead of him.
Tickle your fancy?
Can I just say this? I
Yeah.
don't care.
Oh,
I don't want him.
Whoa.
Right?
That wasn't the question, though.
Correct.
The question was,
is he going to be on the Hawks? Rats off a ship or not?
Yes, he'll be with the Hawks.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I don't know how many other people want a 5'9" point guard.
He's not
5'10".
That's more like it.
Okay. Now look at all the teams in the playoffs. You gonna put him in front of Jalen Brunson?
No.
No.
Okay. That's the shortest guy of all the starters left in the playoffs.
Would you take him over Tyler Hero?
Who?
Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Oh yeah, he's a point guard.
Oh,
guy can throw lobs.
He's a point guard
yeah,
though.
He is.
He's a point guard.
I know.
But I'm still we're already small. The Heat are already small. Right? Look at the playoffs, man. All these leagues are cyclical. You see that means that everybody follows what is successful.
They got
I'm aware of what it means.
I did not.
Then why'd you give me the stink eye?
I don't know if you said it right.
I did.
Oh! Use it again. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Now that I know what it means. The league is cyclical. Right?
So, anyway. So, I'm not trying to get smaller.
Okay.
So, no, don't want him. That has nothing to do with his play. It's just that he's short. I don't want no more short
Jalen
players.
Brunson is short. He's doing good.
He ain't Jalen Brunson.
Hold on. Trae Young's had a better career than Jalen Brunson.
Oh,
yeah,
that's true. No, that's true. I straight
To this point.
He's been to a conference.
Who would you
finals
rather
and
have?
all
Would
that.
you rather? Wait.
Straight that?
Hold on. Who would you rather have?
If they could be on the Heat tomorrow?
Yeah. It's not even that hard of a decision.
I think it is a hard decision.
No, it's not. Jalen Brunson is tougher, more physical.
Dude's a flop artist, dude. Come on, stop acting like he's Isaiah Thomas.
I can't have a conversation with you.
No. I'm sorry. Like let's not act like he's Isaiah Thomas. Like I'd probably pick him, but like, all right, calm down.
Jalen Brunson? Yeah.
What I don't know what defensive rating means, to be honest.
His is 0.0.
But Jalen Brunson is 116.6. Trae Young is 121.5.
So that means if you play per 100 possessions, they're giving up.
Trae Young is one of the worst defensive players in the league, and I would say that the only person who's probably rivaling him is playing for the Heat right now.
Right? Let's see what Tyler Hero's defensive rating.
Dude, my
Oh,
I
actually.
enjoy watching the Heat game when Tyler Hero gets in that good basketball position on the defensive side. I'm like, oh boy.
Bad news for you guys.
What?
Tyler Hero apparently is a better defender than both of those gentlemen we just mentioned.
What is he?
114 is his defensive rating, but
Whoa.
less games played.
Yeah, a lot less games.
Okay. 12 less than Trae Young and 25 less than Jalen Brunson.
That's just this year.
Where are your rats? Do you think he's going to be in the Hawks next year or what?
I do not. I do not think he's going to be on the Hawks next year.
Nobody's trading for that munchkin.
Rats off a ship.
The lollipop land.
Okay.
The lollipop land. The lollipop land.
Oh,
Mark down when Trae Young gets here to the Heat that we have this segment.
oh, this is gonna be good.
Wait a minute. Hold on. First of all, did we save all of yours?
What do you mean?
You know what?
We've saved all of them.
Yeah.
What's number 2, Marcos?
Have you guys ever heard of the broadcaster's curse?
Yes.
Oh yeah, when they say something, he hasn't missed a free throw and then he bricks one.
Yep.
Yep.
About to show you a clip right now. MLB Network's broadcaster, Greg Amsinger, is on the call, and this is him right now as he is calling the Dodgers game.
Don't take this the wrong way, but we are already a no-hitter alert. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, before he throws a single pitch tonight against the Marlins, we have a no-hitter alert.
Okay.
Enjoy what could be a no-hitter from Yamamoto.
You know, Jazz, swing your first pitch.
Right here on MLB Network for Harold. See why I'm Greg. We have a no-hitter alert. Enjoy this game live on MLB Network.
Boy, you're crazy.
It's in the major leagues to establish himself as that guy. Dodgers looking for a 6th straight win and a 13th out of their last 15 after they took the first game 6-3 last night. Yamamoto comes home and off we go, and the aggressive Marlins get a first pitch swing and a high fly ball and a home run for Jazz Chisholm.
Is that the first pitch of the game? Is that not the first pitch of the
I
game?
gotta tell old Greg Amsinger. Rats off a ship, dude. Oh my God. Now they did lose 8-2.
Rats off a ship.
Can I just say, I've heard, but doesn't it have to be the guys doing the game? They were in the studio.
I don't know.
He was pretty strong
letting
with
him
his
off the hook for that?
He was pretty strong with his beliefs, though. Hey, Greg, it can't be one pitch, dude. It can't be.
Like, I get your theory, like Yamamoto, $300 million. It's the Marlins. Hey, he may be trying to be a little jokey joke, but I mean, Jazz Chisholm was like, not today, dude.
First pitch. And the guy even said it. Hey, you know, Jazz is very aggressive.
Oh, man. But anyway, rats off a ship on Greg Amsinger.
Yeah, I'm rats off a ship, too.
Old Mushy.
Rats off a ship.
Marcos, where are you?
Definitely Old Mushy. I think that's a new nickname for this guy.
Old Mushy.
Rats off a
Oh,
ship.
here comes. Who's on the game tonight? Old Mushy. That's perfect.
What's number 3, Frog Boy?
The NBA has decided to not suspend Jamal Murray following his antics in the most recent game. What do you guys think about that? I believe he was fined $100,000.
$100,000 is a big fine, but I'm rats off a ship. I think he's only not getting suspended because he's
down
Jamal Murray.
0-2.
He's down 0-2 Jamal Murray. They're
Okay.
trying to have a competitive series. I think he's getting a little bit of a pass here because I feel like some other people do that.
Well,
They're getting suspended.
does his track record have any play into account? What if it's his first offense?
Yeah, I think it is his first. I don't recall him ever
Right,
having
but that's
anything.
what I'm saying. Like when
Threw
we say
two
if it
things-
was somebody else,
Threw 2 things in an official, though.
To me, that's 2 offenses in one game.
Yeah.
truth be told, he missed.
So did the rest of the team that day.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was bad.
Very bad.
My thing is that I think we compare this to a person like Draymond or Patrick Beverly or guys who have already had some past transgressions, right? I think he should have been suspended simply because you can't throw crap on the floor.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Like, I don't think it's like what Chris Finch said. Was like, oh, it was dangerous. Like,
No,
not dangerous, but it's incredibly disrespectful.
Right. And so from that standpoint, they should have did it. However, if he wasn't playing, that would give. Oof, right. See what I'm saying?
He is not.
So the league had to like.
You know they're not playing till Friday. They get 3 days off.
Oh my God. They go from playing in illegal air to 3 days of vacation.
I mean, it's Minnesota. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Going to Minnesota.
And it ain't vacation.
They go to the mall.
A-Rod has to be furious that this guy didn't sell him to the Timberwolves.
Oh, man. He was there through the dark ages.
He's like, I gave you this money for nothing?
Is he still there?
The season tickets. Yeah, I think they're still technically minority owners.
Oh, okay.
But they're not the owner. Man. But anyway, rats off a ship on the NBA being cowards with their punishment.
Yep.
Rats off a ship. I'm not rats off a ship. I think first, and I'm
Merciful
I think
Leroy.
Under no circumstance can you throw stuff on the floor, but I guess first time offense. This is not something that he has done before, anything close to it. So I think, and also without him, Denver has no chance. So in effect, wouldn't you be giving them the other team a game?
I understand you're giving them a game. I get that, but also
I know
if it was Christian Brown on their team, they would definitely suspend him. But like, it's the act. You threw two things in the official.
Hey, what? Different people, different rules. Let's not act like that ain't fact.
Marcos, where are your rats with Jamal Murray getting away scot-free for $100K?
Excuse my language, but that is horse malarkey. I'm sorry. I think if it was literally anyone else, any situation other than the Nuggets down by 2 and the NBA needing to make their money, this guy gets suspended. It's crazy that he's not. We saw what happened to Luke Bryan. It's dangerous.
Rats off a ship. Dude, how tight were those jeans? He couldn't step over a cell phone.
I tell you what, man, the country stars love the tight jeans.
He got the bill for tight jeans.
A lot of them don't. Give us one more, Marcos.
Now, not sure if maybe the algorithm was listening to me yesterday as I attempted to pitch this individual to the Miami Heat, Zach Edey. 7'4" center from Purdue.
You love him.
Love that guy. Big body. Want him next to Bam. But definitely don't want him on the Marlins. Did you see his first pitch video?
I did not.
All right.
When did he throw out the first pitch? Where? The Cubs game? White Sox game?
It was indeed a Chicago Cubs game.
Okay.
They had the boy at the mound, 7'4".
Okay.
This is what his first pitch looked like. You tell me what you think of this.
All right, Zach Edey on the hill, going to the Cubs mascot. And oh my God.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, that's a lanky body, you know. It's
yes.
a 7'4" body that he does not have control over, but you can't draft him. That's not the shit.
If you look at it, it doesn't do
Rats
it doesn't hop. So I'll give him credit for that. But that is, to say the least,
yes, the bit outside.
Not in the strike zone.
Thank God Jazz Chisholm wasn't in the box.
Wow, dude. Look, even the
mascot's like,
are you bleeping kidding me? He tried to throw it too hard.
Wow.
Scott does a double take.
You gotta just groove one in there. Too many of these guys, they're trying to like, hey, let me show you.
Nobody really tries to throw a heater.
Let me try. What do you think he's trying to do then?
He's trying to throw the heater.
He's trying to snap one off.
Where's he from?
Where is he from?
Yeah, he's not American.
Canadian.
Is he?
Canadian. Zach Edey, born in Toronto. Don't they call that the Six?
The Six.
Yes, indeed.
Him and Drake can hang
going
out.
through some hard times right now.
Still some drama going on up there.
What do you mean? There's new stuff?
Well, apparently there was a song that was supposed to drop yesterday. They refused to detail whose camp it was coming out of, and it turns out this has nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. You know whose people this is?
Who?
The Weeknd.
What?
This is the Weeknd's people. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Little Canadian Civil War up there.
Take a break. Back with more silly sauce after this. How much do you think Pat Riley enjoyed the Fall Out Boy music video? You guessing not too much after?
Hey, about as much as Marcos enjoyed those, he called them rib nuggets.
Oh, those rib nuggets are good.
Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
You guys familiar with Raheem Mostert?
Oh yeah, I heard him. I heard him talking yesterday.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
All right. What intrigued you about what he said? I got some clips.
He was talking about his coach and about how the season ended. And, he said, "Thank you, Omar, for bringing up the fact that we were banged up."
You heard this yesterday or you heard this today?
Was that today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he talked yesterday, but I'm like, when did you hear this? You heard it on Joe or something?
Yeah, while I was driving in.
All right. That's what I thought.
Okay.
I was very confused. I was like, wait,
I
what?
mean, let's be honest. It was a coffee and a meal ago. It felt like yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah.
He
was a new person when you heard it.
Raheem Mostert, yeah. So here's the clip Leroy is talking about. Omar asked him about how the meetings at the end of the season went with Mike McDaniel after they all got banged up. And this is what Raheem Mostert had to say about that.
Obviously, how the season ended was painful for everybody, but you know Mike probably the most. Some people don't factor in that mostly you guys were on one leg, the top players, in terms of how the season ended. How do you think the season's conclusion impacted Mike in terms of his thought process, his goals, his planning?
Yeah, when I had the exit interview with him, and this is a great question, Omar. Not too many people realize the magnitude of what we went through last year, especially towards the end in that playoff game. After talking with Mike and sitting down and having my exit interview, we try to formulate a plan and what's going on at the moment for us. And I asked him, I said, how do you feel about, the season the way it did? He was like, man, he couldn't be any happier, just because there's a lot of different guys that, stepped up to the plate, that made huge contributions, especially like a guy like Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, right? Those guys alone were key ingredients in the offense or in the defense. So, just talking with him about that whole experience, he was happy, but he also knows that there's always more out there. And that's the attitude that you kind of have to have as a head coach and even as a player. I mean, anybody really, being a journalist and everything like that, you always have to have more. You always have to find a way to get better and critique yourself. And he's been able to do that, this offseason. He's understanding his problems that, we had last year, whether it be health or, just not doing the correct things that we needed to do as an offense. So we're just going to go out here and just try to figure it out. And he's on the up and up. He's in good spirits about everything.
All right, there you go.
I'm sorry. Who was that playing basketball?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I already heard.
I
already heard.
Okay.
Okay.
I get you, but like, what are you doing today?
I'm not. What do you mean? What am I doing?
What are you doing? Turn off Pat McAfee. Turn it off.
No, I want to know who that is.
I want monitors
you
off.
did, dude.
I want them off.
Look what you
want 'em
did.
off. You're too easily distracted.
No, I'm
today.
not. I wasn't distracted. I already heard.
So what'd you make of it? Do tell.
Here's what I would say. That I don't think anybody was more disappointed than the coach, simply because you want an opportunity to show what you can do. You want an opportunity. And as that season got to the end, you start realizing it ain't happening because I got too many guys out. That being said, Mike McDaniel has always managed to stay positive. And I think
A little too positive, though. Somebody
No,
say, like, if you say he couldn't be happier, like,
No.
I kind of want to, like, what I wanted to hear from Raheem Mostert. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I appreciate the honesty, right? But like,
No.
I would have liked.
I'm a saboteur. Won't you tell us
I
what
would
they
have liked
should have said?
if I was Raheem. See,
Okay.
I would have liked to hear how was he. miserable, dude. That's how he was.
What?
Guy was thinking to himself,
What?
"Woof,
Well, let me ask you a question.
coldest
Hold
game
on.
ever.
Let me ask you a
Epic
question.
collapse."
Let me.
I wanted him
Can
to
I
be
ask
in
you a
his
question?
feelings.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
A guy who you know for a fact has not been that way all season, regardless of how bad the season or game had gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's always stayed positive. Why wouldn't he be the same person after the
It's time
season?
to switch it up, dude. You gotta
You don't
laugh.
switch it up. You are who you are.
Sometimes pain
You
is learning.
are who you are.
Pain is learning.
You are who you are.
Marcos,
If you would have said all of a sudden he was miserable, you would say, you know what? He's
no,
a fraud.
I like that. I would have said
Stay
that shows
consistent.
growth.
Stay true to who you are.
Nah. What did he do in that one Hard Knocks? What did he listen to? Eminem? It's time to grow up, dude.
Really?
Listen to some classical music. Let that pain burn a little bit.
You just finished singing a song.
What did Pat
of a guy
Riley-
that, give me a beer.
What did-
That's the line you
What did Pat Riley do after losing to Boston? You know what he did?
Drank some
He
tequila.
got sad and he drank tequila. So I wanted Raheem Mostert to tell me, not that he couldn't be happier. I want to know that Mike McDaniel was miserable, dude, because we were all miserable sitting here soaking in the stink of that collapse. I don't want to hear that he was Mr. Positive about it. This is not time for a fortune cookie.
Did he say
You guys are terrible. No. Hold on. You guys are terrible.
Why?
Here's why. Because if he would have come out and been exactly what you want him to be, you'd be like, oh, he's fake.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
If you are something that you haven't been at any point in time, that's fake.
I think it's fake to try and put a positive spin on it.
That's who he is.
Come on. Marcos, when you hear that.
So you want him to look the part. You don't
No, I
him-
want to know. I want to know that he was feeling hurt. Like, Spo's still, his asses are still chapped over this, the way this season ended. You know,
Why? Because he showed that.
because he's a maniac competitor. If you're gonna try and look on the sunny bright side of everything, how you gonna learn and just think, oh well, we got hurt?
I don't think that's the.
That's the impression that I got. That's the impression that I got, though.
There was a specific part of his statement that I completely I got sidetracked by, like the same way Leroy did, but it's because of his words here. Let me see.
The season's conclusion impacted Mike in terms of his thought process, his goals, his planning.
Yeah, when I had the exit interview with him, and this is a great question, Omar. Not too many people realize the magnitude of what we went through last year, especially towards the end in that playoff game. After talking with Mike and sitting down and having my exit interview, we try to formulate a plan and what's going on at the moment for us. And I asked him, I said, how do you feel about, the season the way it did? He was like, man, he couldn't be any happier.
Here is my problem. Here's the issue. Raheem asked him, how do you feel about the season? How it ended? He says, I couldn't be any happier. Do we remember how the season ended? How
is it possible that you couldn't be any happier?
How is that possible?
Wait a minute.
How's that
Wait
possible?
a minute. And I love the smirk you made after he's talking about the injuries. When you, for the last 2 weeks, have been talking about the injuries with the Heat.
I'm talking about the injuries with the Dolphins too, but I want the coach to talk about it. Did Spo talk about the injuries? Never.
Not once.
Never. He's not Doc Rivers.
We have enough.
Okay. That's not what he does. But,
couldn't be any happier. Huh?
Couldn't be any happier. Well, I mean,
you lost 5 out of 6.
How's that possible?
What are
You
you
couldn't be
talking
any
about,
happier.
dude? Yeah, that's the one that
So
really
you
did.
guys want the show. You don't care about anything else. You just want everything to look the way you expect it to look.
I want him to be like, Mike, we've been through a lot together, you and me. And just
It
because
sounds like you're about to sing a love song.
I'm just,
Okay.
Raheem, and he goes,
Hey,
how'd you
girl.
think?
Yeah.
How'd you think, Mike? How'd you think that go? And he goes, Raheem, we've been at the tops. Now we're at the bottom. We got to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps. And instead, I'm thinking to myself, Mike McDaniel's like, go courtside of the Heat tonight, baby.
Exactly. Michael, what do you think of the season?
I'm happy and I'm sad.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my evaluation. I'm out of here.
All right, it's fine.
But he's been consistent with who he is.
Sometimes consistency.
No,
you need to
you
dig
want-
deep a little bit on feelings.
What would Socrates say to that?
Wait, did you hear what this jackass just said to me? Sometimes you need to dig deep in feelings.
Classic.
Now, I'm not even gonna say, listen, if I don't feel nothing, should I say, you know what, let me dig deeper? Something's there. Right? No.
That's not Mike McDaniel's way.
That's right, Mike McDaniel. That is not your way.
I want him to be nothing but sad. I hope that he was like couldn't be happier.
Yeah, that's
You
like,
said,
what do you mean, dude?
last time I saw somebody was crying in Antarctica. Tobin.
Good.
I don't know.
JFix says if he were to dig deep, you'd say that he lost his man card. I don't take man cards. I'm good with people crying. If I found out that Mike McDaniel was crying, I'd be like, that's Goosey's.
He should be crying.
He should be crying.
After the way it ended, he should be crying.
Especially the way he didn't adjust.
Say Armstead said
Can't weep though. You can only cry.
no, Dave South said Armstead said Mike McDaniel cries a lot and is emotional.
Well, sounds like Armstead's a better friend than Mostert is.
No, I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Closer relationship.
I would be so uncomfortable crying in a room with Teron Armstead, who's the size of a mountain.
Worst collapse in franchise history. No, it wasn't.
It was up there, dude. They should have been the 1 seed.
Really was a collapse.
It was a collapse.
Not a bad season, but a collapse.
You can add injuries to it. It was a reason, but it was a collapse nonetheless.
No.
All right.
I mean, Titans.
Y'all
dude.
ingrates.
Not
I'm gonna say
ingrates.
Y'all Dolphins fans that just think that you should have won the Super Bowl last year or whatever with the conditions or circumstances. You're ingrates.
How are we ingrates?
Because you're sitting here holding it like, do you realize you had no pass rush at the end of the year?
Yeah, I realize there were a bunch of 40-year-olds out there.
Okay. All right.
You don't talk about Melvin Ingram that way.
Well, he was. He's 40.
Let me tell you something.
They signed
Let me tell
9
you
guys
something.
off the street.
I saw him laying up on one of the displays
Leroy,
in Dunkin'
talk to the
Donuts.
mic. Or leaning out of the camera.
I said, I've seen him.
Begging you.
I was trying to lean back so I could see Marco.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
He's on camera. Look in the thing.
Sometimes I like to make eye contact.
Even
I always
eye
look
to
at you
eye,
when
baby.
I talk.
I'd like you to make some mic contact.
Okay.
Dude, you're just lashing out.
I'm not lashing out.
He's lashing out that last
He
one.
is, dude.
I couldn't be happy with how the segment's going.
Good. Let's lash. No, I'm just saying, like, why? Like, you guys know why it ended the way it ended and why the season ended so roughly. You lost a lot of players. And I know it's not an excuse, but it is a reason.
It's a reason.
And so to sit here and all of a sudden ignore that,
It did
and
feel
just
like
to say,
Raheem Mostert was very eager to hop on that though. Like,
I mean, whether he is ready to hop on it or not, that is a reality.
Okay.
He's not making it up. Nobody's making that up, right? It's amazing because you do not hesitate to throw out the injuries for the Heat.
But I haven't said once that that's the reason they lost to the Celtics. Jimmy did. Which pissed Pat off. I'm not going to look back on this season. Like in the finals, you get to the finals and you're like, oh, we didn't have our top scorer and one of our best players had one arm. Like, okay, we're still talking about a Dolphin streak here that has lasted a quarter of a century.
Again, those guys don't know that.
I know you don't. That's fine. But that's the part where it's like, people talk about patience.
To me, you know what that sounds like? Me holding you responsible for slavery.
What?
That's what it feels like.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, if I were to hold all white people today accountable for something that happened hundreds of years ago, that's what I feel when you say they haven't been to the playoffs won a playoff game in 20-something years, and you yell at to this team. They weren't here. Some of them weren't even alive. Why are you holding them responsible for something?
Nobody's holding responsible. It adds on.
Why are you keeping
it adds on, dude?
2 years. That's all they can be accountable for.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, why? Like, I don't understand it. We haven't won a playoff game in 22 was won. Why would he care about that? All he can do anything about is about what he's done while he was here.
He's not doing enough.
I get that. You can feel that.
Oh, okay.
But he still can only be held accountable for the last 2 years. That's it.
0-2.
But yeah, at what point are we going to stop holding our current athletes responsible for something that happened when they weren't even alive?
I'm begging you to be closer to the microphone.
Well, at what point? At what point?
At what point? What? I just don't. I think here's the thing: when you have fans that do support year in and year out, and you're still getting the same result, to not understand that is a little bit crazy to me.
No, you can. But what I'm saying is this. Okay, you can say these guys haven't won a playoff game in 2 years. That's all they know. That's all 2 or 4 years. That's all he knows. He doesn't give a rat's ass about the Miami Dolphins 4 years ago.
Okay, but he's going to be.
You're holding him accountable for stuff that we haven't won a playoff game in 20 years.
As a guy
why would Tua care?
I would hope that he would care. Like,
why?
Why?
He was only here 4 years.
Okay, and none of them have resulted in playoffs.
Why is he being held accountable for what has been happening to the Dolphins for 20 years?
Back Leroy.
That's
the highest paid player on the team.
He couldn't do anything about it.
Cool. The last time that he's been here too, he hasn't changed anything.
Okay. All right. I got you.
And I say this as a guy who roots for Tua and is a Tua fan.
But I just think
for
Dolphins fans say we haven't won a playoff game in 20 years, and to say that to this team is a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke. Okay. It is. Why are the current day players being held responsible for things that have been going on for 20 plus years?
Hold on. If they go on and win the Super Bowl, become the first Dolphins team to win to the 70s, will they reap the benefits of being that? Will they think, oh my God, we were the first team, or will they not care because it was just 1 year?
No, they won a championship.
Okay, because it goes down in Dolphins lore
as the second, or is it third? It'd be the second or third championship. Third championship.
Okay, so that wouldn't mean
that's it.
Because that would be pretty special, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so if you're going to reap the benefits,
special for the team.
Hold on, if you're going to reap the
benefits of what?
If you're going to reap the benefits of being,
when you win a championship,
reap the benefits of being beloved by a fan base.
When you win a championship, you reap the benefits of winning that year. That's it.
Really?
Yes.
So Larry Zonka.
Does Jimmy get credit?
So Larry Zonka isn't beloved because of something he did 50 years ago.
He won a championship.
Okay, that was 1 year though, right? So
yeah.
Okay, but it lives on forever.
Sure.
So a fan won't care about. Shouldn't care about. They should only care that 1 year.
It was the only.
They should only care about the 1 year.
It was the only undefeated team ever.
What about the next year?
It doesn't matter. It was only 72.
All right, dude. This is the dumbest crap I've ever talked about.
I think it's
holding
the
current team responsible for something that happened over the last 20 years is stupid. It's stupid.
The coaches talked about it. Yeah. You guys want to do something that's special in Dolphins history? Then you're going to be
winning a championship.
Winning
a championship for any franchise is something special.
Guess what? And then if you don't do it, then you just go in the long line of lineage of the teams that haven't done it.
That's fine.
Losers.
But you can only be responsible for when you play.
Okay.
Like, to hold this team responsible for something that haven't happened in 20 years, it's like, come on. What, Tua was 3? Some of these guys weren't even born.
Okay, cool.
And you holding them responsible for that?
Holding responsible, just saying like you have been given all of these changes and all these additions that they had last year still resulted in the same thing that's been happening for the last 25 years.
But
and if you don't think the fans can be pissed off about that, that's dumb.
Okay.
That's ridiculous to not understand that frustration.
Hold this team responsible for something you haven't done in 20 years.
I'm not
yes, you are.
I'm not holding Tua responsible for what happened with Cam Cameron.
But how come every time we talk about this team, they say we haven't won a playoff game in 20 years?
Dude,
what does this team got to do with that?
You're trying to tell me, as a guy who comes from Cleveland with the tortured fan base, that hasn't happened. You don't understand that?
No, sure, I understand it. I understand watching the Browns and they go, hey, they haven't won a playoff game since 94. And you know what I said then? What do these guys care about that? They're trying to win a playoff game.
They're going in and supporting year in and year out.
What does that have to do with the players who weren't here?
I'm not saying it does, but it does add as you keep going. And
my biggest argument is this. This is my biggest argument. You take today's Dolphins team, right, and you throw in their face that you guys haven't won a playoff game in 20 plus years.
Yeah.
All they can do about it is what's happening now.
Okay. Well,
why are you holding them accountable for what happened 20 years ago?
Because anybody who's going to come at them and tell the fan base to be patient for the same results, you can make them flashier, you can give them more wins.
All they care about is when they played. That's all they can do something about. They can't do something about the misery you've been suffering for the last 15 to 20 years. All they can do is what they can do right now. So to bring it up to them, to bring it up and say these guys were doing this when they weren't even born is a joke.
Cool. But I bet you that if they win the Super Bowl, that they'll be bringing it up for 50 years. They'll be like, that was the greatest year, wasn't it?
You win a championship, of course.
Okay, so I can only bring up the good, but not the
no.
bad.
If they win, wait, hold on. If they win a championship
They'll be
right
beloved
now,
forever, right?
Let me finish, please.
I haven't. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
If they win a championship this year,
Mm-hmm.
right? That means that they will be responsible and praised for the championship that they won,
Mm-hmm.
not what the people in 72 did. Are we celebrating Tua for going undefeated?
Do you think that they'll only be celebrated this year, or do you think that they will come back for year after year
But
after
they're
year
gonna
to celebrate
they're
that?
going to be celebrated for winning a championship.
Okay, but do you think it's just going to be this year, or do you think they'll be celebrated for
They're
years to come?
going to be celebrated
Just
for
answer my
winning
question. Just answer my question.
What are you talking about?
Do you think that if you win the Super Bowl as a Dolphin for
You're
the first
winning the chip,
dude?
You're going to get celebrated
Please answer
forever.
my question. Just answer my question.
I don't know.
So you are going to celebrate forever?
Yes, why wouldn't you?
So that gets to go be in lore, but not being part
You
of
are
a losing
part of the
streak for
team,
24.
though. They're going to celebrate the team that won.
But why would it be so special?
Oh, my goodness. To win a Super Bowl is not special.
First time in 50 years?
No, it doesn't matter when. They're going to be celebrated for winning a championship not long as that has been since you've won one.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that not make any sense to you?
Makes some sense, but I think you're being a little bit blind to the idea of being the first team to do it in 50 years.
Yeah.
So
I think a Brown Super Bowl means more than a Chiefs Super Bowl.
Say it again?
I think a Brown Super
To
Bowl
think the
means
next,
more
yeah,
than a
he's
Chiefs
making
Super
it
Bowl.
like if it's the Browns win the Super Bowl next year, you don't think that team's going to be more beloved than the third Chiefs Super Bowl in 3 years?
The Chiefs again.
Here's what I'm saying that you guys don't seem to understand. You get celebrated forever if you win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They will celebrate your season forever. Stop making it sound like you get celebrated, but you can't get the criticism.
That's what you're
I'm
making
not
it
saying-
sound
no,
like.
I'm saying you're holding them responsible for games they didn't play. If you celebrate them winning the Super Bowl this year, they would have had an active role in winning the championship.
Mhm.
So only blame this team for what they have
Okay,
done.
so if they don't win the Super Bowl, if they don't win a playoff game again this year,
Yes,
okay,
you've been here 3 years or 4
I
years.
don't get to attack on a year in your mind.
No, you for the guys that have been here, you say tour. You've been here for 4 years. You guys haven't won a playoff game. That's it. What he's responsible for, you can hold him accountable for what he's responsible for, not for what he's not. You hold him accountable for stuff when he wasn't
Because when
alive.
Tua's not here, people are still going to root for the Dolphins.
But what does that have to do with Tua? You can hold him accountable.
That's who he plays for.
Hold on. You can hold him accountable for the games in which he has played. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay. And before he got here, he did not care about the Dolphins.
Okay.
He might have been a fan of another team.
You think he's rooting for the Cowboys?
So right. So here he is, a fan of the Cowboys, and then you go, hey.
Why are you so far away?
In 5 years, you're going to be held accountable for
I need to
the
get him like a
Dolphins
mic
losing.
that he takes with him,
Over
like
his
a
head.
stand-up comic.
Yeah, definitely like a wire.
But I don't understand that.
I don't understand. How
I
you
don't understand how you think you can hold somebody accountable for something that happened when they weren't even alive.
Accountable is like I think you.
You are.
I'm not holding accountable. Like
What do you
but
call
to not understand like
Why would he care what you're going through for the last 20 years? All he can care about is what he's had an active role in the last 3 or 4 years.
I guess that's kind of like a lack of empathy thing because the whole if people are sticking
Welcome
through hard.
to my life.
What do you mean?
Lack of empathy.
Go.
Because you're not understanding like the fans who have been there for the heartbreak all the time.
What does that have to do with Tua?
They're on
You
the
being
team.
a fan back
They're
then.
on the team. Like, do people show up for nothing?
Tua doesn't care
No,
about my pain.
Again, I understand what you're saying.
It's messed up.
But what
Tua.
I'm telling you, to say that to Tua or to the guys on this team right now that just got here,
But that gets back to
who cares? Why would they care?
Okay, but that gets back to my point. Is like if you're going to feel that way, who cares? You would be. I bet he would care if he's the one who does the good thing. That's the first guy to
But
do it.
wait, if you win a championship for any program at any level,
Mhm.
you will be celebrated for winning that championship till the end of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because you won a championship. You won the ultimate
So you're going to be
goal.
beloved by the fans?
Yes.
Okay. So, but you wouldn't turn that down and be like, that was just 1 year.
No. Do you understand understand how big the championship is?
Yeah, I do.
Do you? Then why
Do you
don't
understand how long 25 years is?
But no, do you understand?
A long time.
I'm not talking about playoff wins.
Mhm.
I'm talking about a championship. If you win a championship, you will be celebrated for winning that championship throughout the existence of the franchise. Okay, it happens everywhere in every sport.
Right.
They celebrate
Just like your
championship.
Okay, and just like your streaks. Why was Detroit so special to them last year?
Because the first time they've been anywhere. It
Oh.
was different situation.
Oh,
dude.
okay. That's different. That's different. We'll take a break though. We'll be back after this.
Oh my God. This is
QA.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
We're back.
Boom. Hey,
Tobin and Leroy here with you.
you know, I almost choked the crap out of you. Dude, why? Like, come on.
It all started with just a really read into Raheem Mostert cut.
Right.
Didn't even get to the other cuts.
Didn't even get to the other cuts.
I think we take a break for cuts today.
we'll get to the rest of Raheem Mostert tomorrow.
Let's take a break from cuts.
I gotta tell you, this has been I was looking at this. So this boxing card is coming to the Hard Rock.
Oh my goodness. It's a joke. Like, what are they doing?
And it's a Don King promotion.
Yes.
And Adrien Broner is, Adrien Broner is kind of Don King's like number one guy now. He's got nobody else to go to. Don King's not the promoter that he was when we were talking yesterday. He's one of the best promoters to ever do it, but there's been a lot of fighters.
He's in his 90s.
He's in his 90s. A lot of fighters mad at him because they feel like Oscar De La Hoya was accused of by Canelo, that he took money from them. Mike Tyson hates his guts. And so, but he's he's been down here in South Florida for a very long time. His offices are in Deerfield Beach, and so there's this partnership that is going on with him and Adrien Broner, where he's been doing some cards down here in South Florida. I talked to Adrien Broner about this pretty recently, and he was like, "Yeah, hoping to make South Florida," but he wasn't very enthusiastic. He's like, "Oh yeah, I hope South Florida is like my place now on where I can fight." And they just released the poster for this fight.
Yep.
And apparently that it's no longer the main event. Adrien Broner versus Blair Cobbs. I talked to Blair Cobbs in Vegas. He's a really interesting dude. Really interesting dude. He's a little bit older because he said he had some promotional issues. So this is supposed to be like his big opportunity. He's going to get to beat Adrien Broner, and then he's hoping that leads to like fighting Boots Ennis or maybe Terrence Crawford or something like that. But they're not the main event. And I don't even know who these guys in the main event are, to be honest.
Oh, okay. So I was like, okay, well then who is
McAlean and Rozicki are the main event. Great tats on this Rozicki fella.
You think Broner just wanted to get out of there early?
But this is what's crazy. On the Broner flyer,
Just read the flyer.
the flyer
Just read the flyer.
The flyer says Broner versus Cobbs on the very bottom. But then in parentheses, you could see, what does it say right there, Marcos? If Broner shows up, what? That was sending I'm like, that can't be right. I saw ESPN tweet that out. I'm like, that can't be right. And then I actually, I get these Don King emails too, and I'm like, oh my God, that's actually on the flyer. What? If Broner shows up, that's how you know. They're like, hey, we ain't getting refunds if he doesn't show up. Just so you know.
Jeez. So why wouldn't Broner show up?
He had a fight scheduled for the
he was supposed to fight pretty recently, and like all of a sudden they're like, yeah, Broner's not fighting. And I think he did it like on 2 days' notice.
Yeah.
So
if Broner
shows up.
Damn, dude. I've never seen that before.
June 7th, by the way, at the Hard Rock.
Oh,
okay. Wants to go. It says 5 more title fights. I don't know what titles they're fighting for.
We've seen a lot of people down here celebrate belts and stuff like that. And I'm like, huh? A lot of people. Or how about when Chucky came into the ring? He had like 7 belts.
I know. And he had a squad.
Yeah. Till he got knocked out after the bell.
If Broner shows, that was crazy.
Definitely.
The guy was like, Chucky!
All right, Panthers. Look, Ekblad, tonight is a night of redemption, Aaron.
Yeah.
If I can call you that. Aaron, tonight is a night of. I don't want Brooks Koepka to troll you. I don't want Brooks Koepka to troll you. All right. I want you to get this.
I don't think he's in town. I think he might have a golf tournament.
Well, he'll be watching.
Oh, no. The PGA is next week. He might be getting ready for that.
Oh, so he's taking an off week, you think?
I don't know if he's taking an off week or I don't know, but
he's watching the Panthers.
You think he's showing up tonight with his traffic cone?
I don't know. Does he live in? He lives in Palm Beach, doesn't he?
Yes. I mean, it's not too bad.
No,
I'm sure Brooks Koepka could get a nice hotel room by the Sawgrass. Problem?
Let me just say this. I love where I live. But if you're planning on coming to my area and trying to find a nice hotel to stay in,
Do you have the swamp in?
Somebody led you astray. What? Astray.
Whoa. I think you crossed up yourself.
I did.
Astray.
Oh my God.
Luis Arias? What? What's going on? I need more of those rib nuggets.
Oh man.
What's up,
They're
Tobin?
called burnt ends.
You had one rib, dude. You had an rib.
Well, you guys threw me off with the pickled onion stuff that you had.
No, you got to eat it with.
I'm not doing that. I'm not eating pickled onions.
That's true.
No way.
The rib tip with the pickled onions.
No.
It's delicious. I don't like pickled onions.
But you ate it?
Yeah.
And you liked it?
Yeah.
There you
Really?
go.
No
When
thanks.
you're a
That's a point
child.
for me.
You don't like pickles.
I don't like pickles.
Right. Man,
Pickles are gross.
I
Dude.
grew up in a place we pickle animals and body parts.
Yeah. Have you seen Kool-Aid pickles before?
Is that the red?
Yes.
I've seen it. I've never eaten it.
Red,
No.
blue.
No, that's no.
Does it taste does it taste like pickles? Like a pickled flavored egg? Is that what it tastes like?
No, I don't do that. Pickled egg and pickled sausage. That's corner store stuff right there.
Love that. Those are my favorite. I used to buy jars for my house.
We
I used to make
back
my own.
home. Back home,
So
we
what-
had that same jar.
Okay, so what do you have that pickled though? Like, what's your favorite thing to go
We had used to have pickles.
Fried pickles. Ever had fried pickles? Those
No,
are good.
I don't do it.
any
I like the hot pickles.
Oh,
Yeah, you get them hot pickles. They come in the jar. You can get them in the store.
New York.
But then back home, they have those big jars with that pink stuff.
I would say just for,
Pickled pig feet,
if I
pickled
just-
pig lips,
if I put
pickled sausages, pickled eggs.
if I put it just in a food category, I would, and just in my personal, I would say it's a top 5 worst smell taste
What?
in all of food for me.
Pickles?
Okay.
Hate pickles.
That's fair. Some people feel that way, but we all know number
Nothing
one
was
is-
funnier than you saying Tommy came home and he said, "Dad, I think I'm
I'm
a
a
pickle.
pickle.
I think I'm
Well,
I think I'm
because
a pickle guy."
dude loves Chick-fil-A, and most chicken sandwiches, the default is with a pickle.
Yeah, that's all chicken
for sure.
everywhere.
Every chicken sandwich. So like he goes, I think I'm a pickle guy now. And then like I order, I'm like, oh, so you want me to order you with pickles? He goes, yeah. And then he took a bite and goes, I'm not a pickle guy.
But
I can't
you
wait till
think
my
they like
son
that
starts doing
because you were like that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I definitely like if you wanted to eat like an adult, I'm not the model you should.
Because I was the opposite. Because my family ate anything with a heartbeat.
Oh.
And I was like terrified to just have a meal because you didn't know what it was. My grandmother would say, "Hey, tastes just like chicken. That's rabbit." I'm like, why we got to play food games? Right? Like she'll make a meatloaf. She said, that meatloaf's good, huh? Venison. Like, just like, yeah. So
Venison
always had
meatloaf. I'm kind of intrigued
so
by
so
that.
I always
Yeah.
had
venison deer.
So so my taste buds
Cooked my fiance's deer once.
my
They did. It was very messed up.
Wait,
It was her pet.
she killed her pet deer?
She didn't want to. She had a pet deer in Nicaragua, and it was Bambi. Bambi used to sleep under her bed. I even met Bambi once. And then one day
What kind of
Bambi was
filthy creatures though, the deer.
Oh,
really
Yeah, Lyme disease,
Lyme disease.
no.
Tastes good with a little lime, if you know what I'm talking
What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
When I come back, I want you to bring me my reparations.
Oh,
Oh, wow. You should keep your mouth shut.
At the end of the day gonna end.
Hope you mother have a good day.
The number